Also, book sessions with me if you would like. We can in our sessions we can explore further. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I get yelled at because I don't say this enough. Okay. Taurus, the fork in the road. Hello, my beautiful. Oh no, I don't know. Choked. Oh my god. I for sure thought there was no bloopers this week, and now we have one. Just for you. Alright, let's do this. Wow, there's like a freaking hurricane happening here. It's insane. Anyways, I'm sorry. It's like I've never seen this kind of rain before since I'm living here. Anyways, hello, my beautiful Aries. We got new life. I was so happy to see this because you know, you've been going through like a little bit of a topsy-turvy time, and this is this feeling, like I said, maybe there's a new baby coming in for you if you've been trying. There's a feeling of like a stripping away, and like I almost feel like I know it's not happening in this card, but I could see like the chick coming out of the egg. That kind of thing is this like feeling of, my God, I've been working really hard at my project. I've been really working hard to get somewhere, or even like I'm finally walking away from something that hasn't been working, and I'm finally realizing that the universe has been pushing me away, and I'm only holding on because it's a family, it's my friends, it's my lover, whatever, partner, and this is like new chapter happening for you, a new beginning, new projects. This could also be a new lover coming in, a new, romantic, new relationship, but it's much more than this to me. It's really a new breath of fresh air, a breath of life. So kudos to you for hanging on this long because it's been challenging. I don't remember what I've picked, but let's look at this. Oh wow, look at this. So 3 of Swords. But look at the card. This is solar plexus, which is interesting. I just did the Lionsgate portal on the solar plexus. This is your ego, the power, your confidence. And the 3 of Swords is heartbreak. So some of you have been dealing with grief. You're overcoming grief. Maybe you're in a grieving process right now. There's the sun shining behind the swords, which I love this card. This 3 of Swords is so heartwarming in a sense, because it's so bright and cheerful for these like heavy energies. Like even if some of you have broken up a relationship, or have lost someone dear to you, or had to shut down a business that wasn't working, or a project that you've been working on so long, like that's why this new life showing up to me is poignant here. It's significant because this is an old moving into a new. You had to go through this tragic loss. It almost feels like traumatic to me. And the sun is shining behind, and that's the sun. So let's see what other cards are showing up for you. The 8 of Cups. Oh my God, the 8 of Cups is walking away. So I gotta tell you right now, when I see these 2 cards show up, this is a root chakra, which is groundedness and stability. It's the Pisces energy, it's the Libra energy. But this to me feels like some of you have had to walk away from something that you've put your heart and soul into. So could be a relationship, could be a friendship, could be a sibling, could be a family relationship, could be holding on and attaching to someone you've lost. It could be I feel like some of you worked really hard on a project or a job or anything in your life, your home, and there's this moment, this like some of you have reached this peak moment where it's like the universe is like, okay, it's time to walk away. Can you do this, Aries? What are you holding on to? Why do you keep going back for it to show up again as a lesson that keeps hurting you? that keeps disappointing you, keeps betraying you, or keeps you down, and then you have to get back to this place. Interesting. Okay, I have to put this because no, this is too much. I know, Aries, sorry. You're like, can you not fix this beforehand? Here we go. Your challenge, wow, is the Tower. This is huge. This is huge. I could stay here forever with these cards. I need to look at all the cards now. Wow, look at these cards. The Death card. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, Aries, you are in a process of a massive shift, and a big transition is happening in your life. But you need to hear this message to, I don't know who's listening to me, but some of you are holding on real tight, and the universe keeps saying, let it go. So stop holding on to that heartbreak and sadness. Stop holding on to that relationship that's not working. Stop holding on to that project that you put 1,000 hours in, but it's still not going anywhere. Stop holding on and attaching to those friends that keep pushing you away, that keep disappointing you, right? Stop holding on to your old belief systems. Stop holding on to your value systems that were brought on by other people. Stop holding on to all of it. These cards are like, okay, it's almost like some of you are, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm going. And then you're like, no, I have to stay. I gotta stay because what is my father, my mother, my grandparents, my society, my whatever, my rabbi, my priest, my whatever, I don't know what they call it. So whatever is holding you back. And it's like, no, man, this has nothing to do with these people, nothing to do with anyone except you. And we keep giving you this message, and you keep ignoring it. And then you find yourself back here, and you find yourself back in your Tower moment. It's like we need you right now to stop. Who cares about everybody else? Focus again back into you. Do you want to go back to hurting yourself again, feeling this pain again? No, the sun is shining bright behind you. Continue the trek. The new life is waiting for you. The new path is waiting for you. You keep holding on. The collapse is here. Like, you need to collapse. You need to fall down. You need to lose all the money. You need to lose, you need to lose the love. You need to do it all. You have to break it down, because the Death card is the future card, and that's change. The Death card is on the way to the new. This is such a beautiful transition. This is the world here. Aries is experiencing the world collapse. But there's a part of you freaking holding on and attaching so strong. You're being Taurus about it. You're being too stubborn about it. You're Aries anyways, right? So you have to let go. Let it go. If you're holding on to someone you love that's gone from the earth, let it go. Let them go. Because you're only doing a disservice to you and a disservice to them. You're holding on to their soul, and you're trapping them. If you're holding on to a relationship that's never, oh, look at little birdie, cutie. If you're holding to a relationship that's not working, and you continuously hold on to it, and I'm going to change so that he can, or I'm going to change so she can, what are we doing here? It's like the universe is like, no, man, get out. You're not here to change for other people, to compromise for other people. It's not working, but yet you keep going back to it, Aries. You keep going back to that same kind of person that hurts you all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why the self-sabotage? Why the punishment? The Tower is like, and it's finished. Can you collapse it? We need to rebuild. We need to change. You need to change. I need to bring this. I'm talking as a universe right now. I need to bring something completely new to you, but you can't accept it if you keep holding on, and you keep wanting to relive some old kind of way. It's not working. I feel it deeply, this reading, because I really feel like this is the collective too. This fear of change, and this fear. Look, you're like, no, I'm not afraid of change, but you are. Some of you are. You just keep going back to it, and you're not here to be loved and liked by everybody, right? And especially if you keep holding on to the same people all the time that keep rejecting you, that keep like pushing you away, and you're like, no, I'll change. You can't. Like, you're changing for someone to love you. You're changing for your boss to change we're not here to change people's minds. We're here to live our lives, and this is huge, man. This is big. This is a big reading right now, because it's big to me, and I feel it in my bones, because you're on your way to making a massive, I'm gonna cry, a massive shift, and you don't even see it because you're holding on so tight to whatever this is. That's not even you, because they're just labels, right? You're not the vessel. If you really think about it, you're not your religion, you're not your race, you're not your gender, you're not any of it. Just if you can detach from all of that, you're not this husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, friend. You're not these things, right? Like, you're just a soul getting ready for a massive transition, and you're holding on to the human attachment. So that, like, can you find that way out? Because there's something big happening. It could be a new relationship that's wanting to come in, but you're holding on to the old one. It could be a new job that you haven't even, you couldn't even imagine coming to you, but the universe is like, no, you're not ready for it, because you keep wanting to stay there because it's going to hurt something, because the human is too worried about what other people are going to think and how they're going to feel, and I can't leave now because they're in a bad way. And then you sabotage your life for someone else, right? That's the old way of being. Like, we're going to sacrifice our life for everybody, but this is not what it is anymore. We're not in that trajectory anymore. We don't live in that kind of vibration anymore. You're here, you're being pushed somewhere, and it's time to listen to that. Flow with the rhythm. Get lost in the rhythm of movement today. I mean, that's the feeling here. Your rhythm, you're going, I almost feel like you're going up against the wave, the ebb and the flow, and you're not flowing. You're just crashing up against waves, and you're like, okay, and you're allowing the wave to take you back to shore instead of allowing it to just make it flow into the unknown horizon. So can you let things flow, even though they're freaking uncomfortable? Can you let them flow? Choose yourself today. Do not deny your importance. I mean, this is so beautiful. I can't even explain, because it's exactly that. Because here I feel like you're not choosing yourself. These cards tell me that you're choosing other people in your life, other people's happiness. Oh, well, they gave me so much in my life, so you owe nothing to anybody. You don't owe things to people. You're here to have your human experience, and I think you're denying it. You're denying yourself from it. There's something coming here for you, and you're not seeing it. You're never going to see it if you stay here. Wow. Oh my God. Snake spirit, time to heal. However you feel about snakes, but snakes are I always feel like it's the kundalini here. The snake lies dormant in your sacral chakra, right here, your reproductive organs, and it activates when you start to heal yourself. And when it starts to activate, it starts to rise within you, and you become this. It sheds its skin to become anew. To me, I feel like this is it. You're in a place of regeneration. You're in a place of rebirth. And yet you're choosing, not today, you're not choosing yourself. This is choose yourself. You're choosing others. You're choosing how others are going to act, and you keep going back to the old, and it's like break free time. It's time to shed that old version of you. It's not working. And the universe is saying, we are so ready to provide. Whether it's abundance, whether it's a relationship, whether it's love, whether it's freedom, whether it's unity, whether it's peace, whatever it is, we're here and it's ready. Which door are you going to open? Are you going to open the door? There's a question. Or are you going to stay in the cramped room to please another? No, it's so beautiful. It's really something. You must be feeling it, because I'm feeling it throughout my whole body. I feel like there is you're at like it's almost like here. You're needing to release yourself. If you didn't watch the Lion Gates portal podcast last week, I did a pendulum activation healing for the heart chakra and the solar plexus. You can go listen to that. It could open something up within you and help you to receive this newness that's coming in, and release that old energy, that stuck energies within you. That could help you. And we'll be doing all the chakras for the next month or so, whatever, 6 weeks perhaps, and I'll always do pendulum activations there, so you can check that out. Okay, I'm going to pull out one more card for you from the Oracle of E, just for a final message. Love it. At your service. I mean, this is exactly what I'm saying. Universe is at your service. Now you need to be recognizant of the fact that it's there. And it's up to you to open that door so that the butler can take care of you. Are you ready for this? This is like, these next steps are coming up, and they're coming up real strong for you. It's now up to you, Aries, to open that door. Before I leave you, I just thought about it. A big shout out to Laurie for your support in Ko-fi. You can join my Ko-fi membership, and I give you exclusive content. But a big shout out to you, Laurie, because you're amazing, and I love your comments, and I can feel the kinship. So thank you so much for supporting me in this channel. The channels. So, like, comment, share, subscribe. Super thanks me. Thank you to all Aries that continuously watch me as well. I appreciate each and every one of you, even if you don't join my communities or write comments. I feel your energies, and I appreciate you. So check your rising and your moon for other messages, and I will see you, my beautifuls, next week. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. I was so ecstatic when I saw our card come out, and it's the soulmates. Now, when I looked at the card, I was like, yo man, she has no head. Right? But she's like underneath his head. Obviously, some of you are like, yeah, Sabrina, we see it. But I was like, oh my gosh, she's headless. She's headless. Soulmate shows up. It's a 41, which is kind of interesting, because 4 plus 1 is 5, so 5 is change. So when I saw this, obviously there's little hearts everywhere. There's a key to your heart kind of thing. So there could be, if you're single, a new love coming in. But I feel it more as partnerships or collaborations with people, like coming together, like creating with others. like coming in, and it doesn't like soulmates from your past lifetime showing up in this lifetime. I have to say that, like, on YouTube this week, someone, a follower of mine, wrote a comment, and as soon as she wrote the comment, I had goosebumps all over my skin. And then she wrote another comment, and I had goosebumps. So for me, right away, I feel like, oh wow, these are like our soul families coming in. We're finally meeting each other again, and this is why I continue to do these podcasts, these readings, because I truly feel like we're all merging and we're all finding each other. Yeah. So I feel like that with you. And before I continue, I'm going to thank all my Tauruses. Like, amazing you are, monthly members. I have Hilde, which is the newest one. Thank you. Patile, Lynn, Nicole, and Kinga. So I thank you for your support. And if you want to join my Ko-fi, you can do so. You can join monthly, or you can just one-off donate to me. Any way is great. All right. What was I saying? Okay, continue. Soulmates. So it could be a solidification of a bond right now. To me, it's just like friends coming together, communities coming together. It's not only like-minded people. I don't like to say only that, because I just feel like things are just starting to move. It's really beautiful energy to start the week. I'm happy to have it here. Let's start with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, I mean, speaks like there's a rose. There's like it feels there's clarity, communication. And that's what it is, you know. It's this feeling of people coming together, talking, you know. But this could be also a new project, a new creative project, a new, you know, you expressing yourself. I want to see the other cards to have a better idea. The Three of Wands, which is beautiful. And your challenge is the Emperor. Of course, it's a perfect challenge, huh? And this is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, an Aries. Aries is our challenge. And the Lovers, Gemini. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's not look at this, but we saw it. But we have Ace of Swords. The Emperor as your challenge is like someone of authority, your father, your husband, your partner, like a business partner, a colleague, someone in a like authoritative role in your life, or someone a little bit stubborn and like very forthright. You might be challenged with them. This could be an interesting challenge showing up for you. You know that you have to take a path. You know that you need to get clear. You're on your way. You're starting a creative path, or it doesn't have to be creative. You're starting a path. You started something new, Ace of Swords, or you started speaking up within your relationship, within your friends, within your communities, and the Three of Wands says, okay. Now that you've spoken up, now that you've been clear as to what's going on, what you want to do with your life, the Three of Wands says, okay, let's go. Have you picked your destination yet? Right? Have you chosen what path you're taking? Because the Three of Wands would suggest you have. Wow, look at this. And then the Emperor comes in. We don't have to turn it upside down. We can keep him like this. The Emperor comes in and says, I don't agree with your choice, your path. This is not happening. I'm saying no. I'm not comfortable with it because I want to stay in my structure. I'm not happy with your outside the box thinking here. I'm not happy with your changes that you're making in your life, Taurus. It's not working for me. And you're like, well, it's too bad because I've already made my choice, right? Like, I'm not gonna start like, and this, you're getting a lot of opposition here. You're getting it's a very challenging for you. This could also be your ego coming in and saying, Taurus, you made this decision, and you know, maybe it's because you made it with someone else, like a partner of yours, like whether it was a romantic partner or a business partner or a friend or something. I feel like the soulmate came in here for a reason, to help you express yourself, express your truth, speak openly. There's like you're getting support from this union here in whatever area of life, and you feel confidently moving into this next step of your life, because you got that support and encouragement there. But on the other side of it, you're getting lots of resistance, lots of pushback, whether it's someone else in your life or whether it's you doing that pushback, because we have a big strong relationship with our ego. Taurus is always looking to do the best for ourselves, and then like we get into our heads, and that could be that. But I really truly feel like it's someone in your life, and it's very uncomfortable to walk over that, right? To go past that. But then we see that the lovers show up, and the lovers is, yes, you choose this, you choose that partnership. Like you went into something together and you're choosing to continue it, whether it's love, whether it's a collaboration that you're doing with someone else. It doesn't have to be a partnership. It could be people in your life that you're collaborating, creating with. Could very much be that, but it's a change. You've made a change. Whether it was to speak up and express your truth, whether it was to clearly choose a path that is very uncomfortable for the people in your life because they're too much following the box, and you're not, and you're like, I'm done. And the Lovers shows to me is a choice card. It's a Lover's card, because we see a lover there, but it's a choice card. I choose harmony. I choose myself here. I choose us, but I choose to be happy, because the 6 is harmony. So this is a very interesting reading for you, Taurus. With this, you have a lot of like confrontation coming, or it's already there in your life. People around you, like your parents, people who are stuck in their ways. I'm not saying your parents stuck in their ways, but your grandparents or authority figures, people that you don't want to, that you want to make a change, but you're like, oh my God, it's not allowed, or it's not this, and then you're like, well, Sabrina says that I am the authority. Yes, you are, right? So I don't know, I'm getting a feeling here to trust yourself here. You might get swayed by this this emperor. You might get swayed by your ego too, telling you to go back to the normal, to go back to to skip this step, go back. But I'm feeling that you are, I think you're past it. I feel like you've already made these choices in your mind already. And the mind is coming back and saying, no, like let's fight, fight or flight kind of thing. And there's people in your life who are not happy with your change of mind or change of direction. But it's not about them. I don't know if this is relevant to any of you, because when I see the soulmates and the lovers again, I feel like some of you perhaps could be partnered with someone, and then you've met someone that you have like a really good connection with, but you don't want to you're in a bit of a bind here with that. But there's nothing that says you can't be in a friendship with another person and still stay in a relationship. That could be that, or there could be a lover coming in for some of you. I don't want to judge any of that, so that could be happening for you. The cards are beautiful. It's just the Emperor as a challenge is you having to kind of fight against the old guard kind of thing. Fight against the old energy that wants to keep you down. The old, people in your life are not really happy with Taurus being so daring. and adventurous. Like I'm feeling like this is adventurous. The Three of Wands. Like, oh, hey, I've decided to move to another country. I've decided to move to another city. I've decided to change the direction of my whole job. Like it's not. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to do something completely different. Like I feel like this is a big thing happening here for you, and you're going to find this resistance coming in from all angles. You know, like. You know, I could say that it's I could see it for me too. Like, you know, like we're all moving into these different kind of paths of when it comes to jobs and projects and people around you that are still living within the box. It's very challenging for them to see us go through these changes, and they're like, no. But you got to stick to your guts. You know, you got to stick to that. That's why I love that sword. It's like stick to your, you know, truth. You know, you got to stick to your, a little bit more conviction we need from you, and to not to like shit on the emperor or anything, but to overpass the emperor kind of thing. It's like, no more the box. No more sitting in the box anymore for me. I need to open my heart. I need to open myself to the next. I freaking love this. I love it. I really do. I'm gonna have to check this to make sure that we are not. Okay. It has to be free. No copyright. Okay. So, you are wanted. There's a home waiting within. I almost like, I got this feeling of this, the Three of Wands, is some of you moving, and you will make a home to wherever you're moving to, or if you're even moving like a country or city. There's some of you are hesitating about that. I'm feeling that your home is within you, so it doesn't matter if you make changes because you're always at home. Specific, interesting. Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. I love this. Yes, overcome this emperor that's trying to keep you in the box, or the emperor who doesn't see the way you see things, or is uncomfortable with this new path, this new direction in your life. I would say continue with this. I mean, this whole reading is saying that. Don't be going back on it. Aries kind of had that idea, that same feeling too. Aries is afraid to change, and we have to lead the way here. Taurus, time for a deep dive. I mean, it is time for a deep dive if you're going along with the emperor. If that ego is like winning the fight, then it's time to go deep and say, no, I gotta leave. My instinct tells me I gotta go, or my instinct tells me I gotta rebuild, or my instinct tells me I gotta change direction. My instinct tells me that this is the right way to go. Everybody else is like, well, no, it's so much better. It's so much safer to stay in this job. It's so much. As soon as I hear safer, it's more comfortable. I'm like, oh, I know I gotta go, right? Because that's not where we need to be anymore. I love this. I love this. This is some of you even moving into new relationships, by the way, because it's very clear as day here. Like your soulmates coming in, and you know, some of you might be in relationship and may not be in relationship, and you're just clicking. Your communication is like amazing with someone, and just everything is working really well. And all of a sudden, the emperor shows up, and it's like your ego saying, no, you're going to jump into another relationship, or it's going to be like, you can't go with that person. They're not the same pay grade as you, or you know, all that stupidities. The lover is like, it is. You are moving into harmony. You're making the right choices. You're choosing love. And that's all that we want for you, Taurus. So I'm going to give you one last card. I love it. There's a feeling of a little bit uncomfortable. Like, it's not uncomfortable here. It's just that emperor to me is full resistance mode from someone around you. I love it. The card that flew out was talking smack. Someone talking smack about you, man. No, man. That's like, and it's funny because the Ace of Swords is about talking, it's about communication. So right away I see this and I'm like, okay, you Taurus, do not, like someone talking smack about you, let them talk smack, because it all comes around, it's gonna hit them in the ass. So it doesn't matter. I love it. And then I see hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, man. Hasta la vista, baby. Look, it's all about the Emperor. You talking smack? Bye-bye. We don't need you. We're moving on to love. We're moving into partnerships. We're collaborating with people that are on our wavelength, or we're collaborating with people that have open hearts. And there's some clear minds here on your part, Taurus. So take advantage of that. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also join my Let's Talk video, which is a separate video, and I'm talking about the in-between. Also, yeah, check out my podcast. I love you. All right, enough talking. Okay, bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got fork in the road. So let me look at the symbolism. We have I thought it was a llama, but it's not a llama. Is it a llama? No. I think it's a llama, but it has deer antlers. That's why it's so weird. Anyways, you can look at it. And there's an owl sitting on his bum, and he's looking at multiple directions in the road. I love this just because I think it's where we're all at right now. We're at this in between. We're sitting at a crossroads of our life, and we're like trying to make decisions of where do we go. And that owl is our soul saying, hey, go left. And this is the thing. I feel like a lot of us will force our decisions, will force our paths according to what everyone else thinks that we should do, right? And it's really, what path to take, because eventually all the paths lead to Rome, right? All the paths lead back to your destiny or to your fate, whatever. Some of them are a little rocky along the way. Some of them you knew at a soul level not to take it, but yet you went against it because your ego was like, no, you have to play safe. You have to go there. That's the best route. Like sometimes now when I'm in the between decisions, I'm like I listen. And if there's that one coming in that says, oh, that's the comfortable route, I'm like, let's go the rocky route, right? Because, what is that? Robert Frost, go off to the beaten path, off the beaten path. It's probably sometimes the best path, right? It's probably not Robert Frost that, but anyways. Let's get back to this card. I feel like you're at a place in your life, whether you're in a relationship, whether it's like your job, whether it's your life, whether it's a disease that you're dealing with, whatever it is, your health, you're at a place where it's time to start listening in. It's very interesting. I really like the fork in the road, because that's everywhere in your life. We're always at a fork in the road. We're like, okay, do I go here? We can look back at all the forks in the road that we were in, and we see, oh my God, why did I choose that? Because I did that because out of fear. I was afraid. Right? Most of us chose out of fear. Most of us choose because everyone else is telling us that's the way to go, or whatever, right? Our religion is telling us, our faith is telling us, which is the same thing. Whatever. Our parents, our families, everybody's telling us what to do, and we are not listening to ourselves. And this is coming up. So I feel like it's coming up for you in your field, and it's to pay attention to. And I kind of love it. So your first card is the Four of Coins. Wow. That speaks volumes. So you're at the fork in the road trying to figure out, where should I invest money? Should I sell my house, buy my house? Should I put my money in travel? Should I should I quit my job? How much money am I going to have? Like, there's people here are trying to figure out your money, your financial situations. The Four of Coins is that. Your homes, whatever you've invested in, perhaps, maybe education, maybe your your job, you're not completely satisfied with it, but you're afraid. He's holding on to his money. Like, this is fear again. This Four of Pentacles is a Capricorn energy, which is they put a lot of emphasis on their jobs and their careers and that, and they sometimes forego their passion for money. So is something coming up in your field about money? Let's just see. The Three of Cups. When you see these two together, some of you might be socializing over the top, like spending a lot of money going out to restaurants, entertainment, whatever you're doing, sports, whatever you're doing. I feel like could be an excess that is being spent on travel, like activities. Maybe you're spending a lot of money on people. Maybe you're going on a lot of dates and you're spending a lot of money on these things. I just feel like there is a little bit of you're in a bit of a little mini dilemma. It's not a huge dilemma here. A lot of money being spent outside, and it's kind of like irking you at the back of your mind. Because everything irks you at the back of your mind because you're Gemini. You're always thinking about it. Ace of Cups is your challenge, which is love. It's just not only love, like romantic, but relationships. Okay, like right away I see this, and I'm gonna just tell you. I feel like some of you are spending a lot of money within your relationship. Like you're the ones that are spending the money. If you're already in a marriage or a partnership or romance, whatever, or in your friends, like you're the one. You're the one always taking out your wallet. You're the one putting out the money, and it's like you're very generous. We all know that you are. But it's a little uncomfortable. So and that's maybe a lot of you are at that fork in the road. You're like, why am I always the one who's like suggesting that we go out? Why am I the one always like footing the bill? There's a little interesting. Not every single one of you doing this, but there's that coming up here for you, definitely. Which is challenging the relationship. Which is why it's in the challenge position. Wow, the 10 of Coins. This is so... Oh my God, okay. Dudes. So, dudes and dudettes. We are in again, every single sign is kind of in a transition mode. But you are in a transition mode that is with money. With your financial stability, but also how you spending your money. So, like I'm saying, I can repeat this over and over again, in which I will. You are either owners of homes, or maybe you're not. You're thinking of buying a home with your friends, with your siblings, with your family. That's possible. I say it's not a great idea. Right now, if that's something that you're thinking about, I'm like saying no. I'm only saying no right now because it could be a ruin to this friendship. Like some of you are thinking of going into business with friends, like investing with your friends. It could be not a great thing to do right now. What I'm seeing here is that to hold on to your money right now, put it into savings, invest it into somewhere, still continue having fun, but you're not the only one who has to be paying for all of this. But also, there's also maybe some of you, there's just little scenarios. I saw a Gemini, I love this. Some of you are partying hard, and it's summertime in the Northern Hemisphere, that makes sense. And it's not like working out with your partner is like you, or people in your life. There's like you're challenging people in your life. Maybe your social bunnies to start with, which you are, and the person that you're with is just like, no, it's like, I don't know, there's like a disconnect happening here. Also, I really feel like to try to invest your money on something that you want invested in, and less on social, and less within your relationship. I feel like it's kind of seeping out of you. Right? Like I don't even know if you're realizing. Like, I know you're generous and you're doing it, but I don't know. It's like it's gonna flip for you. Like, so just be careful. Because the Ten of Coins speaks of abundance and speaks of a renewed financial stability, right? That's coming in again for you. But it's almost like there's a lesson being learned here, which is so fun because it's the fork in the road. So the fork in the road is like the universe saying, I don't know if you've been feeling this, as you're okay. Are we choosing to put all of our money into socializing, whatever that, for because the Ace of Cups could also be health, like like a downturn in health, and yet you're putting a lot of money. You're I don't know. I just got a flash, or I don't know. Because this is like wills and estates, and some of you need to know that you need to make a will or a settlement, an estate to share with your friends and your family. This is a message that just came through, so that you're set up. Like, so that's that fork in the road. It's an uncomfortable fork in the road for sure. The Ace of Cups in reverse feels like there is definitely a breakup coming for some of you. It doesn't have to be though, but it's just this feeling of feeling unloved as well, feeling not unloved, but energetically drained because of partying, which is fine. It's fine to do that, but it's a little deeper than that, because as a human, yeah, we love to go out and give and give and give, but it's time to receive, and your cup runneth over, kind of thing. You've given so much that you can't even receive anymore. And the card is like, we need you to start receiving. Or to start giving more. It could be that. You're holding on tight, and there's people around you in your life. The Three of Cups always speaks of like friends and socializing, but it could also speak of family that needs you. Maybe you have a lot of money and you're holding tightly to it and saying, can you share it with your friends and family? Because it's like it's rupturing the relationships that you have. You never need to worry because money is always there. So there's a lot of scenarios here, and I had to tell you what I feel is coming up in the cards, but definitely never needing to worry about money because it's there. Some of you are holding on too tight. Some of you are spending too vicariously. So, but both ways is creating this. It's creating a emptiness within you, a drainage of energy, of health as well. So, slow down. Don't hold on too tight. Don't give too, find that balance here. When you're at that fork in the road, ask yourself, ask your soul, do I go left or I go right? Like, ask yourself, listen to yourself, not to all the chatter around you. Interesting. You are enough. You do not have to give more. Oh my God, exactos. I've fallen into this too, where I've always given to people because I need to feel loved. Maybe I needed to feel appreciated, but at the end of the day, you don't have to be giving. Nobody wants things, or they just want love, right? But you don't have to give more than you need to give. You just be you and love. You can do hard things. It's not as impossible as it may feel. It's interesting. You can do like he's like, well, it's difficult for me to not give, Sabrina. It's difficult for me to receive. It's not. Nothing is difficult. It's just your ego telling you it's difficult. You can change whatever you want to change in your life. Is just listen in. To me, I feel like it's really important that you do with this Ace of Cups here. You're holding back your emotions. You're killing your emotions right now, and some greatness wants to come out. But you're like choosing to either maybe some of you are in victim mode or self-pity mode, which is not becoming of anyone, right? On this journey, it's okay to be there for a few minutes to become aware of it, but change it up and say, wow, I'm ready to move into this abundance of love, money, of health, or whatever it is, but I need to get there. You only get there by fully falling in love with your whole journey, knowing that you are enough and you are worthy of whatever is coming your way or what is not coming your way. Aww, you are never alone. I love that. It's true. It's so important. Like, even for those who feel unloved or feel lonely, you're never alone. Like, we're all here for you, but even the unknown that you can't see is here for you. I feel, Gemini, you at the fork in the road is very pertinent here for you, because you are at that place right now that you're going to choose those that are worthy of love from you. You're going to choose those people that don't require money from you, don't require all that from you, because they just require your heart and your arms around them, kind of thing. You know, that kind of energy. And the more we walk away from that material world to walk into love, is the more we attract the material things, right? Whew. It's a fine line, though, you know, when you're always giving, and then you just stop. It's like, it's not who you are. Just follow your heart, but do it. If you're feeling irksome about putting money down or taking money away, whatever it is, like, listen to that. Listen to yourself when you get to that fork in the road, and trust the voice that's saying yes, no. Not the voice that's telling you you're an idiot, you're a loser, you have to, you do, da da da. Right? Remember, the soul doesn't have emotion. Yes or no? Well, okay, Gemini. We have one last message for you. Gemini. Something OMG. Just say no. I mean, how poignant is that? Just say no to those people, and also just say no. Your soul knows, people. I love this. I love it. You love it, Sabrina? I do. All right, my beautiful Gemini. I hope this helped you. Your readings are always so very Gemini, and I love that about you, because there's so many scenarios that show up. And perhaps it's because every single one of you needs to hear a different message. So I love you, love you, love you. Check your rising and your moon for the messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. It helps with my channel. And join my Ko-fi membership if you would like to donate to me on a monthly basis. All right, my beautifuls. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got happy. So I just noticed there's a baby face within the egg. So maybe some of you are thinking of getting preggo. This is a good sign. Even if you're not thinking of getting pregnant and you can never get pregnant, this is a sign of new life. Birthing anew. Like you're putting aside, like we've gone through a little bit of a patch here, Cancer. And now you're ready to move into that new path of yours, a new journey of yours, and it's full of light, and the rainbow is coming down of God and the universe, and it's like we're supporting you every single step of the way. Are you ready for this new? Because we're ready to take this path with you. And it's such an interesting energy because Aries kind of got this message, but Aries is holding on so tight to the old, and Cancer should teach them something here. It's like, we are ready. Like, here, you're ready. So let's see your cards. You're darn ready. The Wheel of Fortune. She's like, she's magically turning around all the resources around her. She's like, yo, I'm ready for the next step. I understood what I had to go through. I had to like pass through this, maybe problems with money. I had to pass through this feeling of emotional, trauma. I had to pass through these decisions that I had to make. I had to pass, like all the different elements are showing up here. And the Wheel of Fortune said, yes, thank you, you did. But now you're on your path. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is destiny. Now luck is changing in your life. Now we're going to move you into abundance. We're going to move you into your path of like rebuilding your home, rebuilding your trust within you. Like the Wheel of Fortune speaks of luck and abundance. So this is awesome blossom, a Sagittarius energy. The Four of Swords, you can rest easy, my beautiful. This is Libra energy. The time now is to, I kind of love this energy because what is exactly what I say in my Let's Talk of the week. It's this in-between world of doing nothing, right? You've done all the things you need to do. You put yourself out there in your job, with your projects, in your relationships. You've done everything. And now it's time to rest. Can you rest? Can you stop moving around? Can you stop looking for the next happy moment because the happiness is here? Your challenge of the week is the Emperor. Who was the Emperor? Oh, Taurus had the Emperor too as a challenge. The Emperor is Aries. The Emperor is like not happy. The Emperor wants to be the one in control. So this could be your partner, it could be your husband, your partner, your husband. It could be your father. It could be someone in your life, perhaps your boss, a colleague. You know what I'm saying? Like an authority figure, or doctor, whatever it is. And it's showing up, and it's your ego. Your ego could very much be coming to play here and manipulate you and say, no, Cancer. Whoa, you're happy, whatever, but you're not 100% happy because you're this and you're this and you're this, and this is wrong with you, and this you're anxious and you're stressed and you're this and no, Cancer, please. You are being given a freaking beautiful illuminated path of rest, of nothing. Like everything is being set into place for you. And this could also be, when I see this, could also be your, this, whoever this in your life that is not doing so well. And it's hard for you to be feeling like this. That could also be. But it's a control issue here. Let me see the cards. The Devil in reverse. Devil in reverse. So people, we have two very egotistical cards showing up here. This Capricorn, Aries. Super ego in challenge position, in reverse position, in resistance position. So you are effectively either resisting yourself, you are not comfortable just leaving things the way they are, even though the universe is saying, hey, today, this week, you just enjoy your life. Don't put your nose into anything. Don't put it in, and like your ego is either coming up and saying, no. you're an idiot, you're a loser, you're worthless, you're a nobody, that's what's coming up in your mind. You can't do doing nothing. This is exactly my let's talk. It's crazy. You can't be, you have to be doing something. What the hell you think you're doing? You can't be doing it. Okay, you don't have respect for this. You don't have respect for him. You're like, how can you walk away? You know, it's all this. The freaking chatter in your brain are these two. These could be people in your life as well, making you feel guilty, making you feel useless, making you feel like, well, you're just going to sit around and do nothing this week. You're just going to like allow things to happen. It could be people in your life that are going to try very hard, very, very hard to bring you down. This is very challenging for you, Cancer. I can feel it. I can feel people around you not happy. This could also feel like someone in your life is not doing well, health-wise, emotionally, mentally, and I almost want to pull another card. I'm going to pull another card to get another idea of what is happening here. So let's get another card for them, for Cancer, please. Interesting. So I'm going to keep that because it flew out. Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is an Aries energy. The Two of Wands speaks of being at a crossroads in your life and having to make decisions in your life. So like I understand what they're trying to say here. There could be two people in your life right now that are causing like a lot of pain and misery for you and are very controlling, authoritative, annoying. Almost like very hard to read. I don't know, unhealthy to be around. You're trying, and this card is almost like you need to create some boundaries here from these kinds of energies. Also, whatever's happening in other people's life, there's people in your life that are going through some, I hate to say this, but this could be like some severe illnesses that are happening, dis-ease in the family, but because of maybe too much drinking, too much excessive something, overindulgence with the devil in reverse kind of thing. There's a feeling here that you're at a crossroads here because it's like, do I feel guilty about this? Do I like put all my attention here? Do I have to like and I feel like the answer is no. That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like it's enough of you always putting attention towards other people's decisions, other people's choices in their lives. You know, like people experience mental, physical, emotional breakdowns because of their own choices in their lives, right? But it's not for you to always like put yourself in there and go in as like the savior or the hero, or and you know. And also, I'm not feeling like that there's appreciation either coming out of this. I feel like they're even just like pushing you away, like so. The Two of Wands comes in and it's like it's for you to be at that crossroads right now and choose for you and choose happy for you. Choose the rest and relaxation for you, because a healthy person is a helpful person. But if you're always constantly putting energy into other people around you who don't even appreciate it, who are not even grateful, and who are only resistant towards you, then why? What's the point of this? I feel like you're in a very interesting place right now. That's almost asking, the reason it's showing up here for you as Cancer is because it's asking you to make some self choices, some tough choices, but to choose you. Can you choose you for once? Right? Can you stop allowing others around you to bring you down, to make you feel lesser than, to like you know, how other people have led their life is their choices at the end. You're not here to baby people. You're not here to also accept this behavior. So there will be a path that will open up for you in the light of this. And there'll be a moment where you're going to make choices. And the choice is, do I choose me? Or do I choose to be shit on and condescended on and resisted and like pushed and not even whatever was the word for it, not even grateful for it, whatever the word is I'm looking for, but you know. Wow. Okay, let's just see these cards so I understand. Let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Like if there's someone in your, like, we can't ignore also the people that continuously put you down. If there's someone in your life that's constantly pushing you aside or blaming you or shaming you or talking down at you, it's like let your feelings be known. Let it come forth. Like, speak up also, but also feel the feels. Feel the anger, feel the sadness, feel the hate, feel all of it. Love it and let it go. Don't sit with it, because when you sit with it, then you become this. You sit with this and you enrage yourself. Claim your independence. I mean, that's like, this is clear to me. To me, I don't know who's in your life that's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a Capricorn. I guess Capricorn, I mean, it's not the other signs. It's like Aries and Capricorn, right? But Earth and fire. It doesn't have to be. It could be someone else in your life that's this energy of a father, a grandfather, an authority figure, a male energy. Both very, like, this is a female energy, but it's very like a dark energy, like shadow energies, like very they're both in reverse. This feeling that you're being tested in a very big way, Cancer. Will you just roll over and accept all the resistance that you're getting here, or will you like stand up for yourself? Own your feelings. Take that path that's chosen by you, not by them, not by society, not by the whatever authority, but not by fear, because these two are fear in the nth degree, right? It's like claim your sovereignty, claim your independence here. The universe is providing me with a path of calm, serenity, peace. And these two are choosing you not to be there. They know they want you constantly in strife. They want you constantly feeling that you're no good. They're constantly feeling that you're not unworthy. So I kind of like this. I know you don't like this, but I actually like this because being shown in your face. Are you worthy? Do you love yourself enough to take that road, that choice that's coming up for you, that road away from this? This is not a way to live. You can't live with this ungratefulness. You know what I'm saying? You're enough. It's time to release yourself, feel the feels, and now it's time to be fully you and live your happy life, your new life, without this cloud over your head. And remember, like, there's people here that could be an illness or sickness here that's happening, or something happens. Everyone chooses their own soul contract, so it's not for you to take on this energy. You can ride the wave with the people, but it's not for you to like blame yourself or shame yourself or feel sorry for yourself or feel sorry for the other person. Just give love. That's all. Choose love every single time. All right. One last message for Cancer. This is intense, man. All right. Nope, I'm not giving that one. That's like weird. Heartbeat. I don't know. There's something about this that I like, which is, I don't know why I like it with this. It's like you're put your hand on your heart every time you get into a position here and say to yourself, am I worthy? Yes. Am I loved? Yes. Am I worthy to be loved? Yes. Am I here to take on this crap? No. No. The universe is going to put you in front of some very uncomfortable people in your life, some really uncomfortable paths, some uncomfortable reactions or responses, and you're going to have to be standing there in your sovereignty and choosing you. So I know it's insane in the membrane, but there's a lot of resistance coming your way. It's time for you to walk around it. No more doing things because everybody else wants you to do things. You're doing things because the man said that, or the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like you're not really living true to your heart, and happiness is all around you, waiting for you to like choose you. This is the massage of the week. I hope this hits right for some of you. If it didn't, check your rising and your moon. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. Enjoy my Ko-fi membership as well. Also have a podcast, Welcome to Your Journey. You can see that on my channel here. And I also do a Let's Talk. I know so many things. And also book a session with me, man. We can explore this a lot further. All right. This was deep. All right. I love you, love you, love you. And I will see you next week. Cancer. Before I go, I forgot to give you this. This was there. I forgot to take it. I have to show you this. It's the Wasp series. Sometimes life stings. I think it's appropriate that I had to bring it back. Yes, sometimes life does sting, and it stinks as well. But it's only for your own good. We need for it to sting for you to see the good. We need it for it to feel uncomfortable so that you can get out of it and see that you'll never go back to that. So this is a really important message I had to bring back. I'll leave you with this, but I'll also leave it with your heart is bigger than the sting. And trust that. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. Happy birthday. We got To the Sea, number 7. Divine number showing up for you. I love I can't speak. I love this card. It's a paper airplane, in the water with a fairy, and she has like direction, like a compass of direction, and there's like a figure of someone in the clouds, like the universe, God watching over her, and she's in. I like it's like go with the flow, go with the rhythm. Like stop controlling your relationship, stop controlling your job, stop controlling the people around you. You can't, right? If there's anything we've learned in this journey is we can't control anything anymore. It's like we have to trust. We have to watch my Let's Talk. I'm talking a lot about that. It's just like trusting the nothing. Can you do that? It's a beautiful card. It's like trusting the nothing, even with the emotions that are at bay, right? They're the emotions that you're feeling like, oh my God, can I trust them? Should I like that? You're like, just go with the flow. Even if there's people around you making you crazy. We have the King of Swords, which is an Aquarius energy. King of Swords comes in. It's a pretty rough energy to start with. It's like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's a very, a colder energy, like it could be a lot of things. It could be a doctor, a lawyer. It could be a policeman that's involved here, or it could be you speaking up, and expressing yourself within your relationships, with your job, or just like at home or something. I don't know. We're going to have to look at the other cards so I can better understand. The Hangman, Pisces energy. Completely different energy. Right? It's interesting. When I look at these cards, it feels to me like this card is someone around you that is very cunning and smart with their words, a little cynical, sarcastic, even a little bit too much for you. They almost are too overbearing and a little like too confrontational for you, and you're choosing to wait it out instead of like attacking. Like you're a fire, they're an air. It's a pretty good combination, but I feel here in the cards you're almost not interested in dealing with this person right now because it's you don't feel like it's in your benefit. I'm gonna like look at all the cards. The Six of Wands is victory, your challenge. Interesting. It's a Leo energy as well. And the World, beautiful. The World is travel. It's a new journey, something new, a new breath of life. What are we seeing here? I'm feeling that. I feel like there's someone in your life that, you know what, this could be a different thing altogether. It could be something coming up within you that you want to make a change in your life. You're like done with the status quo. You're having a hard time, you're having a hard time flowing with your old life, with your old way of doing things, so the old ways of relationships. It's not working. There's like a disconnect. And the King of Swords could be coming up within you saying, okay, I gotta like slice through this because it's just not working for me. And the Hangman will ask you to, yes, I'm going to take a step back and look at things differently. And I'm not feeling very confident about this. I'm not like, you're still a little, like, it's so interesting. Your brother sign, Aries, is going through the same kind of idea. It's like, you're attaching to this old energy. It's comfortable for you to stay there, and it's even comfortable for you to take shit from other people. It's like, which is kind of weird, right? And you're like, of course it's not comfortable to be, but you're almost, I gotta tell you, you're almost allowing this behavior to exist within your life with this King of Swords. I know I did two scenarios, and now I'm coming back to what I feel like there is definitely a figure, someone in your life, could always be you, but I just feel like there's someone in your life that feels they can just say whatever they say to you. Like wow, it's like crazy rain out there. Anyways, they're intimidating a little bit. They're very aggressive, very almost obnoxious. I feel that energy, and they're making you very uncomfortable. And you're all you're wanting to do is flow. All you're wanting to do is make changes in your life. All you're wanting to do is like open yourself up to different paths, open yourself up to different things. And they're kind of killing your confidence. They're killing your self-esteem, your self-love. They're almost like it's not. I'm not blaming anybody, by the way. There's just that energy there. And that could be you, that is being overcritical about yourself. You're being over like demanding about how a situation should be, and you're killing that energy of this high powered energy that's within you. Wow. You're killing your flow, Leo, and you're doing it because of someone else. You're allowing someone else to step all over you. You're allowing someone else to control your life, kind of thing, control your situation, control your relationships. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of a loss of control, which is this hangman kind of energy. And you're like choosing to watch this, which could be you being overcritical about yourself and over demanding, or it could be someone else doing that to you and kind of like killing your confidence. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. Like, you have a chance to make a difference in your life, in your relationships, in your job, in your lot, and you're not getting the right support from yourself or from another. And you're almost scared. You're kind of scared to confront yourself or to another person. But I'm telling you right now, with the World card showing up, it's like, Leo, enough. Enough playing small with yourself, with your ego, and enough playing small with other people. Enough allowing other people to play their, because I know a lot of Leos here, and I also know I'm a Leo rising. We allow others to take this position, even though we're like, whatever, just let them be kind of thing. But it's not. It's like dishonoring your soul by doing that, right? You're allowing them to express their anger and their disappointments and their aggressive wording, vocabulary towards you, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'll let them be, let them be like that. But it's kind of making you shrink. It's like it's making you small. You're becoming the cub instead of the lion, the father. You're becoming the little baby on the top of the mountain, right? And it's like, no. And I like this card, and it's like, no. You made a little like wrong turn here, Leo, and it's fine. But the world is showing up because we're ready to say goodbye to this version of you. There's also this like travel is very imminent in the cards, and it's imminent here too. I feel like some of you are taking a boat or whatever, you're traveling overseas. There's like a big trip coming for you, and maybe you've been like worried about it, not sure if you should go because business is not so great, and this and this, and there's people around you saying, what, are you crazy? You can't do this, you can, who do you think you are? Like, I feel like this is somebody with a really potty mouth, like someone like, not even a potty mouth because I'm a potty mouth, but someone who is insecure kind of, and putting you down. Like they think they're being witty and they think they're being like confident, but they're really like shooting you down. I don't like this energy actually showing up here for me. Someone who's like easily makes fun of you, bullies you, or you know, you don't even realize. Sorry about that. It must be a big fire. It's many trucks. I almost feel like you're like you're so used to this behavior at this point that you're just like letting it pass, and the universe is like, no, enough. You can't allow these people to talk down at you, and it doesn't matter the circumstances you're in. You can't allow, because you're giving a permission for someone to treat you like a piece of shit, and you're just giving them permission to talk to you like this, and by just like okay, walking on eggshells, walking around. You know, people have their own. They're in a bad mood, so I'm not gonna bother them, you know. But they don't care if you're in a bad mood, right? Because you know, it's that energy that's showing up here, and it's like kind of taking away from you. It's eating at you, and that's why I'm saying no. So if this is happening and you need to move out of your home, do it. If this is happening and you need to take a spa day or trip to get out of this energy, go for it. But more than just a vacation here, more than just a spa day and a weekend, the world says finito, done. The world is the end of this journey. Okay, fine, you did it. You allowed this controlling behavior around you. You've allowed these people to spew shit at you, and you take it over and over and over again, and it's depleted you. It depletes you, and to the point, Leo, where you're like, I don't even know what's right and wrong, or I don't even know how to make a decision anymore. I don't even know what to do, because I'm always like waiting on him or her or this or that, and you're always like, oh my god, and that's not you, man, right? So this is like the universe saying, no, it's finished. we're done with that version of you, and now we're ready for this new version of you. What is it to say F you to this King of Swords? No, but it's to respond differently, for sure. Not allow anyone to make you small, or make you feel unworthy. There's someone here that is pinching a nerve for you, is like really grating your nerves more than pinching, and you're allowing it to occur over and over and over. And you're like, I'm just gonna hang around, I'm gonna let that in. And it's like, no, instead of hanging around, just try to see things with a different eyes here, because you are the one that's losing here. And if it's time for you again to have paper airplane and like a paper boat, I guess an airplane. I keep saying airplane, but it's like whatever, paper boat, and go like across the ocean, or move, or change scenario, or change the relationship, or change the friends around you, or whatever it is. It's time. So let's see the advice here we have. Say yes. Now is the time to be open and receive. Say yes to the world. The world is asking you. I want to see what the card is. Yeah, look at this. It's like flowers and the moon and the castle, like kind of energy like this. Say yes to it. We have to be able to say yes to the universe and to God and Creator, to say yes, I'm ready for this change, for the universe to deliver. But if we're constantly always feeling sorry for ourselves and staying here and allowing these people to treat us like this, then that's what you receive. Because that's what you're telling the universe. It's okay. It's okay for me to be a punching bag. It's okay for me to be like, you know, but it's not. Porcupine spirit. Time for beginner mind. Exactamundo. This is you saying goodbye to this old version of you that allowed this, that continuously allows it. Well, because they're my sister, they're my father, they're my mother, they're my friend, they're my partner, they're my best, you know, all the, and it's like, there's nobody's allowed to do that to you, Leo. Nobody. This is my client. They're my highest paying client. Who cares? Because we are all humans, and we are all the same level, and there's no one higher than you, and there's no one that can treat you like that. unless you choose to be treated like that. There's that moment where you need to like step outside of that and say, like, I'm done. Watch and wait. Love it. I love it. I love this like color thing happening here. It's like say yes and wait for the change to happen. We don't have to always be I had the word and I lost it. Productive, you know. We don't always have to be the like doing. Listen to my Let's Talk. We don't always have to be. We need to be trusting, and it's time to get back to the beginning. That's why this is the World card. Is going back to a new beginning. Yeah, this is interesting. I kind of love it. It's like it's a lot of you might be even feeling it. You might be feeling it in your energy fields. You're like, yeah, this person is a no. I can't do this anymore. I cannot be taking on people's shit. I cannot be feeling less than I am. Right? The flow gets affected, gets depleted. The energy gets depleted, and your flow gets all like blocked. And it's unblocking that flow. Asking the universe, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to release myself from this energy. I put it out there. I watch and I wait. Like I wait for it to come to me, divine timing, and I'm ready. And we move into the next. And that's all the universe wants from you. Are you ready to begin the flow again? There's something holding you back, and someone holding you back from your best self, the best version of you. And you know it. And it's holding you back from your flow. It's blocking you. I can almost feel like literally all here is blocked right now. That's my solar plexus, which is confidence, power, ego. It's all there. So one last message for you. Live wire. Live wire. Live wire. Yeah, let's get your energy back in. Let's get your energy back up again. Like it's so funny because I'm doing this reading. I was excited when I first started you, and I'm like, my energy feels depleted because I do feel that you're giving in a lot to this King of Swords energy. And it could, like I said, it could be an air sign in your life, but it doesn't have to be. And it could be someone in your life that's just very, I'm going to say this word, but I feel like holier than thou, who think that they're always right, that you know that kind of energy. And you must have a person in your life like that. Or even if you don't, then it could be your ego that's holier than thou, right? Who thinks that, you know, it's always working and it's telling you that you can't just be sitting around waiting. You have to be continuously succeeding, winning, and you don't have to. And the World card is like, no, man, it's not the way it works. We need you in this like flow state. The only flow state you can get in is by releasing all this like fucking chatter in your head and all this like I have to bullshit. We're moving into something new. It's time for you to release yourself from those people and from your chatter. All right. What an interesting birthday message. So I hope this resonated. If it didn't, check your rising and your moon. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. And book a session. We can explore this further, or we can always just look at other things. All right, my beautiful Leos, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. Before I begin, I want to shout out to Elize and Victoria for being my monthly contributors on Ko-fi membership. If you'd like to support me on a monthly basis, you can. There's a link is down below. So let's begin. We got regeneration, 46-10-1, new beginning. I like this because there's like fire in the ground, like a volcano, and then the tree is blue and green here. The branches are starting to grow, right? Like like you burn from the ashes, now you're rising from the ashes, and this is what you're becoming. The blue is like green is the heart chakra, the throat, and then it goes higher and higher, and it's like white, which is the crown chakra and everything. So this is an energy of, some of you are at a place in your life where you think that it's like the end of the world. You feel like it's like, what is going on here? I don't know, from my left, from my right, like you're like a little bit lost in translation kind of thing. And this is the place where you need to be. This is a place, regeneration happens when you are hit a wall, when you feel like you're completely depleted of all energy, when you feel like you had to come to terms with something, an ending in your life, to reborn, to born again kind of thing. Not religion here. We're talking like born again in a sense, like releasing yourself from your limited belief systems, and releasing yourself from your that's what the obstacles that are keeping you back, the blockages that are holding you back, the self talk that keeps you back kind of thing. It's really interesting, this energy. Yes, I'm crazy. The Five of Wands. You don't see it here, but the Five of Wands, I mean, we see it here. The wands are all interconnected, right? It's very uncomfortable. They're in a very uncomfortable placement. Five of Wands is like fighting with yourself, confrontation, challenges within your workplace, with your studies, with challenges with yourself, people competing with you, people always trying to one-up you, people in full confrontation mode, you know, trying to like make you uncomfortable, people like trying to climb the ladder and put you down. You know, there's all this. That's the Five of Wands, a Leo energy. You know, I'm better than you. No. That, so something feels uncomfortable in your energy field here. The Star card is it's a healing card, so that shows up, and I kind of like that. So even if you are feeling a little uncomfortable, know that the Star is showing up to heal you. Like, I like the fact that she's wrapped around, you know, she has this ribbon wrapped around her, which kind of is a ribbon or a snake? No, it's a ribbon. That it's loose around her, but it's still a little bit uncomfortable. So there's a part of you still like in a strange place of your life. The Princess of Cups, the Page of Cups, could be your children. It could also be love. It could be, you know, idealism, innocence, naivety. And the Page of Wands is the Page of Wands is this, and the Page of Wands is that. Interesting. It's both your challenge and your future card. Huh. Very, very interessante. The Star card is Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and regeneration. So what's happening here? The Star card is hopes and dreams coming true, but also it's a lot of emotional healing happening. Even though Star is air, so it's mental energy, but the fact is she's pouring water, and water is emotions to me. The Star could also be that you are vying for a position at work. You are people, this could be interesting. People are trying, I really feel like there's something happening at work here. People are intentionally creating problems for you, or intentionally wanting you to fail. I know that's not nice to say, but it feels like this. There's like people around you that are not comfortable with your abilities to mend situations really quickly. They're not comfortable with your abilities to get out of situations with your quick thinking and your wit and, you know, your smarts. I feel this is intense. You know, you might get praised at work, you might get praised at home even. You might you might be able to overcome challenges more easily than others, and I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy in your field. And you might be feeling it too. I also feel like there's like some of you that are keep fighting for you know, to get what you want. You're working really hard, or you're even overworking, and to get this kind of recognition, and it's a little challenging for you. There's people around you that don't necessarily want you to be there. I don't know if that, obviously that's not every single Virgo out there, but I feel like some people are challenged by you, and I can understand it because you're strong characters. You're like very hard workers, you know, and that's there's that coming in. So the Page of Cups is an energy of perhaps letting go of all this, like, I need to be the best, I need to be the best, I need to have like the best marks, I need to have the best, like, you know. And the Page of Cups comes in and it's like, why don't you just like relax a little? Like, why don't you just have more fun? You know what fun is? F-U-N. You know, like, why? We think that you're taking this a little too hard. Like, you're completely burning out. I feel like some of you are burnout mode. I don't know if that's relevant to everybody, but you're feeling it right here. You know, this is health too, the Star card. It's this feeling of, oh, I'm continuously fighting, whether it's work, or whether it's with kids, because kids are showing up here, whether it's people younger than you, or, you know, family, or whatever it is, or yourself even, you're fighting with yourself, but your health is taking a toll, and hence the regeneration. It's like, enough. You could be fighting with your children, if you're mamas and papas out there. You could be constantly trying to keep yourself up to date to the latest trends and statistics, whatever. And it's like with the younger generation at work or whatever, and it's just tiresome. You're like, yo, my energy's not there anymore. I'm just tired. There's a feeling of, yeah, I feel like there's like you're like at battle with people around you. And I feel people come to you with the Star card for healing all the time. And you're like, I can't do this anymore. I have to tell you, this is, to me, literally feels like a burnout. When I see all the cards, even the regeneration. So I don't know who's feeling this, but take this advice and take a breather. You know, because you're also getting a lot of, some of you are having a lot of problems with your children or your grandchildren. It's like a little bit heavy on your heart, a little bit heavy for your mind as well. And even if you don't have children, it could be people in your life that are younger than you, or even just the idea of, you know, this idea of like this push for you to always have the new ideas, new projects, new creativity. Like it's tiring to always be that person. Sometimes you need to take a step back, and this is what I'm getting. And the Page of Wands that shows up, the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands is not the Page of Cups. This is Cups. Okay, interesting. Good. The Page of Wands is actually asking you, this is like a new way of doing things. Page of Wands is like beginner mind. It like, get through all this, sift through all this, like get your, like, feel the feels, love the feelings that are coming up, the anger, like try to, but your healing has to take priority here. And the Page of Wands is like, let's pick a path for you that's passionate inside you. Where are you, like, what do you love to do, Virgo? Can you just do that? Can you like avoid the naysayers and avoid the people around you that just want to put you down? Continuous. There's the Page of Wands is like, does what he loves to do. He loves to travel, he goes for it. He loves to eat all day, and he eats, you know what I'm saying? He loves to indulge in life, the Page of Wands. And I feel like you may be indulging a little bit in life, but you're putting a lot of precedence on your work, on your studies, and all that, and you've like lost sight of a little bit of you. And that's the burnout that I'm feeling. Yeah, let's see. Like, you know, Virgos are always trying to fix everybody else's problems. They forget about themselves a little bit in the mix. They're always trying to fix, and then it's like they don't know where they're going. Write a letter. Write a letter to your inner child. That's really good, actually. Write a letter to yourself. I mean, you can do this. You don't have to do this. You can do it without writing. But really love yourself at this point, because you're... I feel like you've given. Your mind is like completely depleted. Everything is just like heavy for you. Magic works through you, and know your worth. I mean, the skunk and the scarab. The scarab kind of energy gives off like bad negative energy. Usually you carry a scarab with you because it's like bad energy around you. That's the Egyptians had. That's their... Oh my God. Scarabs in Egypt. They have scarabs everywhere because it's to ward off the negative energy. And I feel like that's that here. I feel like there's either you're overworking yourself, or there's people around you just a little bit jealous. Just a little bit, I don't know. I don't feel like you have the perfect support around you right now. You have some people that are, and it could also just be you in your mind, right? I don't want to always blame people here. But I like that know your worth is really important for you to listen to, because the Page of Cups, whether it's your children or it's your inner child here that is being affected. Like you're feeling unworthy. You're feeling like you can't move anymore. And this is this regeneration. It's like, oh my God, I need to begin again. And this could be for people who have been in relationships, and you know, like you've hit roadblocks like every step of the way, and you're like, oh my God, I can't be in a relationship, or I'm not able to do this job. And don't give up on yourself, Virgo. Everything that holds you back is because it's not right for you, and there's something else on the other side of it. So don't give up. You're not here to have a shitty human experience. We're here to enjoy the human experience. Along the way, we make bad choices or wrong choices, and we suffer the consequences. But then we push it aside and we move on to the path. Never give up. Greatness is here for you. You are worthy. And whatever test is coming your way, it could come in forms of children or, you know, your kids, or it could come in it could be your inner traumas coming up to play. It could be, a lot of it is self-worth. I see that it's coming up here, and it could be people doing that to you, showing you that, you know, but you know what you need to do. So I'm going to give you one last message. I got like this card, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick 3 cards. The first card I picked was X-ray vision, and then the second one, laser beam, which I find is the same kind of. So it's like I and I'm gonna stick with the laser beam, because the laser beam to me is like Star Wars, right? It's like we need to slice through this discomfort in your life. You need to be the warrior that you are, the Jedi that you are, and know that you're worthy, and know that every step that you take, that even the ones that are being held back and the ones that are making you uncomfortable are there to show you that you are great. And they're there to show this for you, and you need to realize that, and you have to forgive them and let them go and do your own thing. So the Page of Wands is asking that as well, because the Page of Wands is the one who ignites the path, who like starts something new. He doesn't wait around. He's not like, oh no, I'm gonna no, I'm done. I'm gonna start a new relationship. I'm gonna start a new job. I'm gonna start a new creative project. The one that I love. I'm gonna like push through this because I want this. I'm not gonna let other people make me stop or just hinder me from my next steps, because that's not their steps, it's my step. All right, my beautifuls, this is your reading of the week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, and subscribe to me, and also book a session with me. I'd love to explore this further or explore other stuff. Check out my Let's Talk and also my new podcast. You can find this on my channel. All right, I love you, and I'll see you when I see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. And before I begin, just a shout out to Teri, my Ko-fi member. Thank you for supporting me on this journey, and right back at you. I'm giving you a nice big smile. All right, and big heart, hug, and also everyone else who supported me, by the way. We're all in this together. So we got Treasure Island. There's a tortoise, a turtle, flapping his wings in the water. Swimming in the water, and there's a treasure island, a treasure chest on his back with hearts and coins and yada yada yada. Beautiful card. I want to read this card to you. I feel like it has a good. You've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly in the midst of it all you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tap the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot. Because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all the long hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others. So the reason I read this was because I could have just said this thing. I wanted you to, I actually know a few Libras watching here that are going through a really tough period in their life where there's some endings that have happened, and I wanted to share this, like if there's endings or there's like very uncomfortable patches in your life, that there's always a rainbow at the end of your path. The uncomfortable situations that you're in are there to show you something, show you that you have much more to offer to the world, that you have a lot to give to the world, and it doesn't just stop there because of one relationship, because of one job, because of one thing. We have so much more, and your treasure chest is always full and waiting for you. So let's see what this is all about. Wow. The devil. All right. Yeah, break it out. The 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Let's just see all of the cards. The challenge is Judgment. And the 6 of Coins in reverse. Okay, the devil is a Capricorn energy. The 10 of Coins is a Virgo. This is Scorpio. and this is Taurus. You have all the earth signs here. A water sign. But what I find interesting here is the devil. Let's just start with that. The devil is, the devil is, there's the Lover's card here in shackles. The devil is, addictions, is addicted to love. Maybe some of you're addicted to being in a relationship, or some of you are a little obsessed. It could be that, could be ego, could be control. I need to control my life. If I don't have this relationship, then I am nothing. If I don't have this, then I'm nothing. That's the devil energy. That's your shadow energy coming up. Your traumas coming up, all the the unworthiness showing up for you. Control is very much part of this. Is Capricorn is the devil is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the planet of limited belief systems, control energy. It's the planet that we're on right now, kind of energy. Don't go above and beyond. Don't go outside of the box. You gotta follow the rules, kind of energy. And the devil's like, yeah, man, right? That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like some of you tried really hard to follow the rules. Some of you try really hard to follow your mind, and realize that it's not working for you. You can't control it. You can't control the relationship. You can't control the situations. You can't control your jobs. You can't control anything. We can't do that. Wow, it's very... And the Ten of Coins is, financial stability. It's abundance. It's not money from work. It's money that comes to you from an inheritance. It's like family, strong family. You have a strong family support system, even if you don't see it, as you go through this whole shit show over here with the devil. The devil to me feels, it's not even funny. The devil feels to me that you're had to face an ugly, you're having to face right now, or you're had to face an ugly part of you, or an ugly energy that is still there, present with you. And the devil is not ugly. The devil comes for, I like the devil energy more and more, because I understand the devil energy, because the devil energy is here to show us that, where we control our lives, where we manipulate ourselves and other people to get what we want. It's like the devil shows us where we're super materialistic, where it's important what the house we live in, or important what the car people drive, or important whatever, right? It shows us these things that is very uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, all we need is love. We don't even need money. We don't need all these things. We just need love, and to be loved. But first we need to love ourselves. And the devil loves himself or herself. And we can learn something from the devil a little bit, right? Because it's interesting, in the original Rider-Waite, the devil is holding, the lovers are shackled, but not really. The handcuffs are like half off. So it's the lovers that have shackled themselves. They're like, oh, I can't move anywhere, but they can easily take off the handcuff. The devil's just there holding the shackle, like the chains, saying it's up to you. I'm giving you the but first you need to look deep inside yourself. And this is what's happening here, Libra. A lot of you are having to go a little deep, dig a little deeper, and say, okay, what is it that I want in my relationship? What is it that I want from myself in my job? What is it that I want with myself in my life? Do I want to be completely controlled by someone else? Do I want to be all about money and wealth and material and success? And the Judgment card shows up, and the Judgment is this is you judging yourself harshly, you judging other people harshly, whatever it is. It's also this a moment of awakening and reckoning within you, and you're like, oh my God, I see now that I put a little bit too much attention on this person or this job or my money or this thing and this house and this people and but why am I not putting attention on me? Right? The devil is showing you, hey, why aren't you putting attention? Why are you believing that you're nothing if you don't have a relationship? Why are you believing you're nothing if you don't have that big house? Why you believe you're nothing if you can't travel twice a year? Like, you know, like the devil is just here to show you that you have every right. You can do whatever you want. I'm holding the chains, but you have the control of the handcuff. So you just can take it out. And stop blaming me. You know, kind of the devil's like, stop blaming me for everything. It's just something that's inside you that needs to be released. Because when you fully love yourself and you fully trust yourself, then you don't need another to complete anything. You don't need another to complete your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. Nobody can. Your soul is not half and half. There's not that, right? Like, it's not that. You're the other half of my soul. No, you're full one. This is a really interesting reading. Okay, I kind of love it. And the Six of Cups, the Six of Coins in reverse. Giving, receiving. You're having a hard time receiving. You're having a hard time giving. Whatever it is, there's like a blockage here. You, it's not about like, you know, like, oh, you know, poor Libras is gave, and then never received. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. It could be either way. And it doesn't matter what it is. There's no judgment here. No judgment here. There's judgment here, but there's no judgment here. This is, I feel like this whole spread here in front of us, the reading today is something coming up in your field to clear. And it's huge. And it's maybe your attachment to material. And it's maybe your attachment to a relationship, which it shows here in the cards, the Lovers. Maybe it's your attachment to a job. And maybe your attachment to your lifestyle. You know, it's like and it's okay. And this is what needs to come up. And everyone always gets uncomfortable. And oh my God, I'm done. I'm fed up. But it's like coming up to clear, because ultimately we don't need material. We don't need relationships. We don't need anything. We just need to love ourselves. When you love yourself, all this comes to you without any strings attached, right? There's no devils attached, no angels attached. There's nothing attached to it. There's no judgment attached to it. To me, this reading says you're ready. You're ready to receive. And it's time to allow the devil. You know, unfortunately, religion has like killed the devil's image, right? But the devil and the angel is the same person. It's the same person, because it's just a polarity, right? Because you're the good, the bad, and it's you. So the devil is you. The devil could be someone else in your life. Could be a Capricorn in your life. It could be a Virgo, a Taurus, or whatever in your life. But to me, I really, I'm going to give you the best description I can of this. Because to me, it's the devil, your shadow coming up to clear. And releasing your attachment to all that society has taught you to believe in. You're nothing if you're not with like if you really think about it. If you go out, are you married? You have a boyfriend? You have a girlfriend? What do you do as a job? How much money do you make? Oh, do you have a house? Oh, what kind of car do you drive? Like, who cares? Like, of all this, like, stupidities, right? But we know, we think that we need to be in a relationship because we need companionship. You have friends, you have a dog, you have a cat, you know, like, it's like, well, yeah, but I want to, like what? So you can, like, and I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm not saying that relationships are a bad thing either, because friends are relationships too. But stop focusing so much on it, that it's the end all and the be all, because it's not. The same way the job is not the end all be all, and your success is not the end of the $1 million and the house and the home, and those are not the end and be alls of life. End all and be all of life is love. Oh, Sabrina, yes, it's peace and love, people. It freaking is. It's freedom. The freedom to be you, without all this like blah blah around you that means nothing. You're having a hard time receiving love. You're having a hard receiving abundance. You're having a hard time receiving all of it because you're stuck. You're stuck in this old version of you, and you're stuck in this old limited belief system that I need to have this, and this is what I want, and these are my expectations of everybody in my life. Release all those freaking expectations because they didn't meet your needs, or they didn't meet your wants, they didn't meet your, okay, next. It's not like a bad thing about you. It's not a bad thing about them. It's just you're not for each other, or you're not for that job, or you're not for that. Like, it's like we're humans are attached too much to people, places, things, all of it. And the treasure is there, is waiting for you, but you don't see it because you're attached to that person who makes you unhappy, and you're attached to that thing that gives you satisfaction once in a while, and that makes you like, it puts you in debt for 25 years, and you're attached to that thing. Like, it's like, and it's like, for me, the Libra, you're getting this message of everything is here. You don't see it because you're still shackled, pretend shackled. So your advice is, today is the day to begin the journey. 1000%. Are we ready to begin this new journey and release it? Release all the old. Release all that. I can't believe they don't love me enough to want to stay with me. I can't believe that I didn't get approved to the bank for this big house and this travel, whatever. Instead of saying I can't believe, say, oh, it's their loss, right? Because I know something better is coming in. I know something bigger is coming in. Like, I'm not gonna hold on to anything. I'm done. I'm moving into something new. Today's the day. The eagle, yes, spirit has your back. Eagle is all about freaking freedom, people. Like, don't look back. Spread those wings. Let's go. Koi fish. There is always enough, and never mind koi fish. Koi fish, the legend of koi fish is it swims or whatever. It swims upstream, and it struggles, and it gets there, and then it becomes a dragon. So this is you, and not being the little koi fish, and it's time to become a fiery dragon, people. It's time to step into your power, people. Stop being shackled by a pretend devil in your life, or a pretend angel in your life, or whatever it is. A pretend, like nobody can shackle you. Nobody. And nothing can either. And once you believe that, and once you trust that, and once you love that about yourself, watch the treasure flow in. That's all I gotta say to you, Libra. So I have one last message for you. Abra freaking cadabra. Magic is here for you. Like, I love this card for you right now because you have the magic wand, and whatever you want, you can create in your life. Stop waiting for someone else to create magic in your life. Stop waiting around for someone to start that journey with you. No, start your own journey, man. If someone wants to meet you halfway the journey, let them. If like a job wants to come in or whatever. But I wish that you knew who you were. And the only way you'll know is when you're like this turtle, just like wading in the water, doing nothing and just letting everything come to you. One day you'll get there. And also know that this devil is on your side this week. To me, I feel the devil is here to show you that you have the power within you to take that key and uncuff yourself from everything that you are holding on to so tightly. I love this reading. It was very interesting. I'll see you next week, hopefully. This was great. If you didn't like it, go check your rising and your moon. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And let's book a session. We can explore this further, or we can dive a little deeper into what the devil means to you as well. We can dive a little deeper into everything, because sometimes you need to dive to release. All right, my beautifuls, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got co-create. So co-create has a cheetah and an owl and a rock. And a rock? Is that a rock? Anyways, I love these two together because, like, who would have thought a cheetah and an owl could collaborate and create something together, right? Everyone's like, oh no, everybody, we all have to be like-minded people coming together. And it's like, no, you just have to be willing to open yourself up to different, to open yourself up to change in your life. The co-creating is like, we're co-creating with God, with creator source, right? We're co-creating with the angels, we're co-creating with the devils, we're co-creating with everybody, because this is what we're co-creating with, our one souls all around here. So this, to me, showing up for you is like there's a creative partnership showing up for you. There is something a little bit out of your ordinary. Some of you might be going into partnerships with people. Some of you might be going into interesting unions together, maybe within your relationships, or it doesn't have to be with your friends, with family, but there's like the creative, I really feel like it, like creational, not creative, but creational development here. If you're watching this, I'm doing it in my Italian sign. All right, so let's see what's going on. The 10 of Wands. Okay. It's still a little challenging for you. That's okay. But the 10 of Wands is the end of something. 10 of Wands is like you're carrying still some heavy energies, maybe not even yours, maybe limited belief systems, you know, maybe values that you carried on from your parents, you know, like things that are holding you back from creating these new projects. You know, some, or it could be old energies, like old, I'm trying to come up with the word, but like blockages or old belief systems within yourself, you know, that I am not enough, or I can't do this, and no. That's what's showing up. All right. The Empress, beautiful 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy, and this is Taurus, Libra. So maybe you're collaborating with a Taurus, or maybe you're or a Libra, or this could be you, that Empress, which is a creator. It's a creational energy here showing up. Wow, I love it. It's you tapping into your divine feminine. You know, the Sagittarius is a divine masculine energy that could be creating this conflict within you. You know, this go, and I like that, actually. This is like, you gotta go, you have to move, you know, and the Empress is like, no man, I don't gotta do nothing right now, because I know that I gotta sit and wait, and things will happen in divine timing. I'll also be very creative, and I'll also give some advice to people, and also like I'll still like collaborate, you know, and with the world and the people around me. But you see that she's sitting down, the Empress. It's not a go. And maybe some of you have that kind of energy, like you're like, oh my god, but I have to go send out my resume, I gotta do this, I gotta create this, I gotta and she's like, yo, she's not even looking at the wands here. She's like, I don't got this. I like this. This is good. But it's like, I like, because she's number 3, and number 3 is creator energy. So entrepreneurship, it's like, you know, working with others, but you could be working yourself too. But there's this feeling of doing something that you fully love. The Empress is not about to bring on energies that she like, or people that she can't stand. Like, she's like doing her thing. She's the queen of all queens. Like, you know, she's married to the emperor, kind of thing. These people are feel good in their bones, right, and feel good in their bodies, and they feel good where they are at, and they're like, they're balanced to a certain extent, of course, because they're Taurus and Libra. So let's see. The challenge is the 2 of Coins, which is Capricorn energy. So the 2 of Coins, if you look at this one, is sacral chakra, which is kind of interesting, which is your creativity. Interesting. And the 2 of Coins is like, she has this, there's 2 boats here. One is a peaceful boat and one is a crazy boat. But either boats are the right boat. There's no right or wrong choice here. But it's your challenge. So you are challenged by you're like overthinking, right? I gotta show them all because I'm gonna tie all the Fool card. Dudes and dudettes. I love this energy here. Aquarius. Look at this. To me, it's so clear as day. God, universe, consciousness, source, energy, higher self coming in and saying, stop with this. This you're beating yourself up for absolutely nothing. There's nothing for you to do so much. There's nothing that you don't have to be carrying on all this burden. You don't have to be carrying on everybody else's shit either. You don't have to be like following a certain rule, or you don't have to be following a certain path at this point in your life. You're like, there's nothing that you need to be doing. If you look at the Empress and you look at the Fool, they're both looking the other way. And the Empress has absolutely, she looks fully confident in her ways, and she's ready to start fresh, and she's ready to launch herself into this project or into this job or into whatever, and she doesn't actually care where it takes her, kind of thing. She's like, yeah, well, you know, perhaps everyone else is in a tickle because I want to go across the ocean and work there, or I want to work somewhere else, or I want to start this project, or I want to just stay home and freaking rest for a little bit, or I want, you know, whatever it is you want to do. The Empress to me is your confirmation that you do you. Let this go. Untangle all this, like these wands here, because these wands are so interconnected. It's almost like you're even a little discouraged because it's so like, oh my god, you know, I can't seem to get out of that old feeling. I can't of not being enough. I can't seem to get out of it because it's so tightly wound. But she's like, no. Look, the angel wings behind her. She's like not having it. And I love that she's carrying a shield, like an armor with an eagle on it. It's time to fly. But yet you're still a little challenged, right? You're still a little challenged because the status quo, because you have to like, to me, it's a feeling of you're not 100% sure of where you're going, what the direction is. So, and you want to be sure about it. So you're going to like step, you know, and the Fool card is like, yo man, stop with your like guidelines and your structure and all that crap. Can you trust the Empress within you wanting to come out? Can you trust the Fool that says, I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. I have no freaking idea. But I'm freaking trusting the unknown, and I'm taking a risk, and I'm jumping with my little dog by my side. Are you joining me, Scorpio? Stop overthinking here. The energy is like tightening in my chest, kind of. It's like you're too much in your head. You're too much like you wanting to be, you want to make a difference in the world. You want to do things. It's like, enough. Can you be okay with who you are right now, which is you not knowing where you are? Like, you just knowing that you're either divine feminine or you're divine masculine, whatever you are, and that's enough. Can you trust? Because the Empress trusts and the Fool trusts here. The Empress is like, I trust in divine timing, I trust in divine ordinance, and I trust in everything, the journey. And the Fool's like, great, because I'm gonna jump now. that's what it is. Like, you're being almost hand delivered a creative position in the universe. So now, are you gonna take it? And they're like, Scorpio's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna take it. But can I know the next steps? And the Fool and the Empress are like, absolutely not. You cannot know the next step. You will know, though, once you let go of all this wanting to know. And you let go of all the people around you that, like, let go of everything. This, like, wanting to fit in a certain box or let it go. Can you let it go? I don't know. It's like, yes, yeah, no. Emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. That's actually interesting, because if the emotion is the reflection of the mirror, so check in with your emotions. What's coming up when I say this? Can you just go and do nothing without thinking? Are you getting angry at me? Are you getting, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about, Sabrina. I can't just do that. No. Are you resisting what I'm saying here? Are you loving what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go into nothing. Check in with those emotions. Love those emotions. Release those emotions. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. And I like it because it's that flow. Like, he's running. Like, it's time to run with the Fool. The Fool, and this is kind of that energy. It's like, okay, we're going. We're not waiting anymore. We're not waiting around, like, for me to figure it out, to put down plans and schemes and organizations. And like, it's like, enough. And like, I'm gonna weigh things out, and then I'm gonna ask everyone around me, which is all this ten of wands, or what they all think. And it's like, no, the Empress is like, I'm not interested, and the Fool is not interested, and let's choppity chop, let's go. Let's open that store. Let's, like, start that project. Let's open the cafe. Let's jump into that job. I'm gonna give my CV to this job, even though I don't have experience. Who cares? I'm gonna, whatever, colorful it up a bit. Like, people don't take risks anymore. They're like, I need to have this, and anything. Just go. To me, it's like, people will give you jobs by your personality, right? And by the character. Anyways, I'm just like, it could be anything, right? Anything that you want, go for it. What are you holding? Like, it's all blah blah if a certificate is holding you back, or if money's holding you back. If you really want that, do it. That's what the Fool is saying. We're here to co-create with you. If you have that inkling coming up inside you, what are you waiting for? We're gonna co-create with you right now, Scorpio. So what is it that you have inside you? Is it like igniting something within you right now? The Fool is ready. And I want to show you this beautiful buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. You see? You think you're worried about money, you're worried about something, the buffalo is like, yo, let's do this. But it's like, the responsibility you have is to do it. Is to let this go. Yeah, but but I can't. Erase. Scratch it out. Because you want to be a co-creator, you want to be a creator, you want to, then you gotta, step it up and take the risks and jump in And you got to also listen to yourself about it. If it's your ego saying, yeah, you have to discern your ego and your heart at this moment in time. It's really important. But because to me, I see that you are actually being hand delivered like Uber Eats something really beautiful here. Like the Empress and the Fool showing up and the Buffalo. It's all here saying, hey, we're ready for you. Are you ready? But I'm ready for you and we're ready for you, but can you stop thinking about it? Because if your thoughts are still in like interlocked in it, we're not going to come. We're going to wait for you to unlock all this. I know it sucks, but it's what it is. So, one last message, my beautiful Scorpions, is, wow, look at that, entangled. So some of you are still a little bit entangled in your family, your friends, society, the matrix, you know, what people are going to think, I can't do this, like you don't trust yourself. You're not really truly believing in your role here on this earth, which is to first do nothing, to trust and be the emperor or the empress within you, and then allow the information to come in, allow the next steps to move in, and then you say, okay, and we jump. So pay attention to what it is that's keeping you woven, interconnected, because it's not yours to carry anymore. Okay, this is a huge one. Right? So if you want to, we can explore deeper and we can book a session together, or you could check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi to support me on a monthly basis. And check out my Welcome to Your Journey podcast and my new Let's Talk this week. Everything's on my YouTube channel and Facebook as well. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got Come to the Edge, 36-9. We got ourselves a Fool card here. I love this card because it's like a piece of earth in the air. You know, it's like floating in the air. And here she is, like tiptoeing off and taking a risk. She's like not even holding back. She's dancing on this little piece of earth floating in the air. And she's like spreading the rose petals around. You know, she's trusting the universe that she won't fall off. And then she's trusting also that if she does fall off, she will be like caught. You know, she will be taken care of and provided for. So go to the edge of life right now. For you, there's something happening in your life that you are playing safe. You're playing comfortable. You're going to the places that are like safe for you, and it's like, no man, that's not where you belong, Sagittarius. You don't belong in safety. You don't belong in the comfort zone. We need you getting out of that comfort zone. Don't go back to something that was good a long time ago or felt good, you know, like this, because, and that's where you should, unless it feels good to go back to it. But I never see anything going back. Like, I don't see myself ever going back to something, because I'm not that version of myself anymore. I'm a completely new version of myself. So I would see myself going to something completely new. But that's me, and this is the card that it's feeling that way too. It's like, do you feel like you're being a little bit tapped and nudged by the universe to go and try something completely new? I love it. The Ten of Swords. I love it, because exactly that. That's the feeling that you're getting, that you're at the end of your ropes right now. Ten of Swords is a Gemini energy. This is like, oh my God. This is, you're thinking about going back to the old version of you. And it's like, no, man, I'm tired of that. I can't do that anymore. I can't take your shit anymore, or I can't take my own shit anymore. I cannot live like this again. I cannot accept you again. I cannot, you know, I can't do it. Like she's like stabbed 10 times in her back, but she's depleted. She has no energy, and I understand her, because she's tried She keeps trying over and over and over again to do that same thing, to go back to that same person, to do that. And the universe is like, yo, man, we're going to stab you again. Because it's like enough. I love it. The Eight of Swords. My God. What is happening? Look at these cards. 8, the 10. It's like, look, it's almost like you get up, you take out 2 swords, you get up, and you try and try again. So where in your life, Saggy, do you feel so low in self-confidence that you need to continue trying to work at this job, start this project over and over and over again? It's so funny because Aries, Leo, and Saggy, the fire signs are all the same. It's like you are attaching to something that cannot work anymore, and you're being freaking stubborn about it. It's like, no, I can do this. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna stay in my safety net. I'm gonna stay comfortable, even though I'm not comfortable at all. I'm like, I'm hating on myself, and I'm angry with myself, and I'm feeling guilty, and I'm stressed as F, and I'm anxious, and I'm all of the feels here. The yellow is self-confidence, and the red is grounded. I'm not feeling grounded. I'm feeling unstable, and yet I'm gonna try again. Wow, this persistence is not so great. It's not working out for you. The Six of Cups. Wow, that's just freaking perfect. The challenge is the Six of Cups. What does that mean? Is that you're holding on to the past. Enough. It's like even the universe is done with it. That's why the universe is like, oh my God, come to the edge, Sagittarius. Stop holding on. What are you holding on to? That old version of you didn't work. Why are you holding on to it? You're holding on to that pain, the suffering, the heartbreak. You're going back to that relationship. You're going back to that job. You're going back to that. Why? It's not you. You're doing it because of your family. You're doing it because of your childhood. You're doing it because of your past relationship. Well, once they loved me, so I'm going to go back. Or once it was great for me, Sabrina. You don't understand, so I'm going to go back. But you're not the same person anymore. This is what I'm trying to say. You're not that version of you. Even if you think you are not. There's no possibility of you being that person anymore. Because even if you don't see it, energetically you're being activated nonstop. And it's impossible for you to be that person. So you will always be here. If you go back, you will always find yourself in this again, all the time. Your cups will be forever empty. Oh my God. The Six of Cups is the future card. It's this. Who else? Someone else had the same thing as you. It's Virgo, I think. Okay, I gotta tell you this. This is really interesting for me to see this. Because what I'm seeing here, which is the same kind of energy here and here, is that not every single Sagittarius watching me, but a lot of you here are holding on to your past, to past accomplishments, to past successes, to past relationships, to childhood events, to relationships you had when you were kids, when you were teenagers, when you were 20s, 30s, whatever you are, your parents, everybody, everything from the past. You are fully attached, and you are not letting go, and you are afraid to let go. And that this overall energy card is perfect for you right now, because the overall energy is like, oh my God, like this is scary as F for anybody. This is like a floating piece of land in the sky, and she is dancing around loosely, and she doesn't care what happens if she falls around, because she knows she will be provided and taken care of. But you are not in that same place as her, and this is why it shows up. You are completely in fear mode, in resistance mode. You're creating stuckness in your life because you can't let go of everything I've already said. And this is the time. This is like the freaking message for you, Saggy. Let it all go. You can't move forward until you let it go. Like whatever it is that's holding you back, whether it's a relationship within a family, a friend, a love relationship, business, whatever. Whether it's your old self that was once successful in that relationship, in that job, in that thing, and then that. You know, that vision of you that you've kept very alive in your mind, of happiness and the greatest memories, but it was all past. So we can't bring that back, right? I mean, you can bring it back as much as you want, but it cannot survive with your new version. It will continuously loop you back over and over and over again. Disappointment is not the end. There is hope even in the darkest of nights. I mean, this is like perfect. I feel like you're holding on to this. I understand you though. I understand that it's hard to let go. But you know, you're like, but I see the potential. I see the thing, but it's completely blocking you. So if disappointment, if you're disappointed with yourself or disappointed with that, okay. But there's hope for another day. Please continue the trajectory. Stop stop laying back. Wow, interesting. You have the turkey spirit and the sandpiper spirit. Be playful and give with gratitude and grace. No, I was gonna say it's like October. It's freaking August. I think I like this actually. I was like, be playful. Be playful like this. You know, she's being playful. She's dancing around in the on this floating in the midair in the cosmos, and she's trusting that God, her higher self, the creator is going to protect her from, even when she's disappointed, even when she has to cut off this relationship, even when she has to quit the job again, even when she has to walk away and start something new. She knows, even if she has to say goodbye to her family and her friends from a long time ago, or her old version of herself or himself that doesn't exist anymore. Even all that, she's like, okay, I got it. I'm ready. Let's go play. I'm done. Because if you want to watch my Let's Talk, it came out yesterday, and I talk about this, the doing the nothing, and also playing with our avatar. We have to have fun again instead of getting stuck in an old energy that it doesn't exist. We're like, how are we going to move into a new energy if you keep holding on to that old version of you? Unless you want to stay there and that's it. You know, I can't help you moving forward if you continuously want to stay there, because I don't want to stay there anymore. Like, I don't want to be there anymore. I want to be moving forward. So I'll be able to help that trajectory. But if you keep holding on to your old, you're just you're revisiting and re-looping over and over and over again, right? You're on completely rewind, pause, rewind, right? And it's like, give gratitude, give with gratitude and grace. It's like, be grateful to me that the universe is offering you this chance to be free again, this chance to co-create with them, this chance to live like a different kind of life again, anew, to begin anew, to start fresh. Wow, I didn't expect this at all. Sagittarius, and I kind of love it because It's not only you, Saggy. I feel like this is a collective energy. I feel like every single reading I've done is a collective energy fund. One last message for a Saggy, please. Wow, I'm going to show you the two that flew out. Free falling. It's kind of this, like she's free fall, and go listen to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This is like, she's like putting herself out there. She, even if she falls, and she's gonna fall because she knows it's time to fly. 44 people and 50. I mean, I truly believe that these cards are here. Free falling feels like you need to start trusting the universe. You need to start trusting your soul, which you haven't been. You're really focused on this ego that's keeping you stuck in the past. You have so much potential waiting for you. There's so many great paths opening up for you, Sagittarius, with this card here. It's time to fly. Are you ready? Let's go. Stop holding on to that old. I hope this resonated and didn't get you upset. So, I mean, it is what it is. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, we can explore this further if you want in a session. And check your, like, comment, subscribe, super thanks me if you can. And yeah, check out, I have the podcast now on this channel. And I also have videos that I'm talking about the in-between world, which is exactly where we're at right now. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got milk and honey. So we have milk and honey. Milk and honey is a beautiful. To me, it's just abundance, right? The milk. It's like in the older days, milk was like it's enriching, it's nutritious. Also, it's like you have a lot of money, you can afford milk, right? And honey, especially too, right? Honey is sweetness. It's enjoying life, and this is enjoying the delights of life. It's fully embracing your life and fully embracing the decisions that you've made recently and reveling in it. So I'm curious to see. I mean, this is abundance. Like money coming in, whether it's money from work or inheritance, and it's just like an upgrade to your life. So, and also, like I said, it could be someone in culinary school that's graduating, or something like in that kind of respect. I kind of love it. The Hangman is a Pisces energy. The Hangman, as you can see, is like a different perspective, a new way of looking at things, but we need to see more cards to get a better understanding. The Ace of Coins, amazing, exactamundo. Ace of Coins is new job coming your way, new financial opportunity, a raise, a promotion, a new house, a new form of wealth coming in. Like, this is beautiful. A new relationship with someone who has money, right? Or a new relationship. I mean, there's financial stability, financial growth, like, nice. Your challenge is a Five of Swords. This is you, by the way. It's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces, and the Five of Swords, Aquarius. Aquarius, not so great. Revenge, altercation. Someone's not so happy with your money situation. And the Nine of Cups, which is awesome. So I see this clear as day as you, Capricorn, needing to wait something out. You could be in a situation in your life, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a family thing. Maybe there's like an altercation going on, there's like a dispute, or there could be you just taking a step back for now. Like, there's a lot of drama maybe happening in your life, and the Hangman is like, yo, just take a step back. Don't involve yourself in too much of anything, because what's coming for you is a promotion, a raise, a a new love life, a new love relationship, like stability, all your dreams coming true, a new chapter, a new beginning when it comes to finances, stability, growth. You know, it's like a new home, a new. But someone's unhappy about that in your life, and you're gonna hit a big resistance from this Five of Swords energy. Someone who thinks that they could have your job, someone who thinks that they could have your man or woman, and someone who thinks that they can have what you have but are very jealous of you right now. Someone who's like, Five of Swords is like seeking revenge. Someone who's not really happy with your changes in your life. Someone who's not very happy that you're so intuitive or you're so connected or blah, blah, blah. There's like a very big resistance here. Someone like, and it's not you. I don't feel like it's you at all here. It's not you hindering yourself. It's someone that is possessive, jealous, really thought that they could manipulate you, really thought that they could get over, like, you know, that they would wear you down kind of thing. And the Nine of Cups is like, that's not happening. Someone who's tried to cut you financially, someone who's tried to cut you, like, you know, who's taken you, who makes you feel really worthless, who tries, like, maybe, you know, like, this could be interesting. This could be, you could come from a family of money. You could be wealthy. You could be, and there's jealous people around you saying, well, it's not even your wealth. It's not even your thing. You know, there's that kind of energy. There's a very vindictive energy, an ugly energy around you. I gotta put it out there. But what I gotta say is that all these cards are beautiful. Like, the Hangman is someone supportive in your life saying, just hang back. Just lay low here, Capricorn. Don't be going in a fighting way, because all they want to do is fight. All they want to do is catch you, make a mistake. All they, you know, that's the kind of energy here. And you're like, nuh-uh. Because the Nine of Cups is financial freedom. It's emotional freedom. It's happiness. It's abundance. It's love. It's everything you've ever dreamed of coming true. Whatever area of your life you're looking for. But you got some really nasty energy, and it's a really jealous energy around you, trying to cut you down. But the universe is going to give you the abundance, it's going to give you the financial stability, and regardless of the people around you trying to cut you, like they're literally trying to cut your legs off kind of thing, stay back. Don't engage. Don't engage in the drama. Don't engage in anything, because everything is being laid out for you. All that hard work you've put in to get to this place, Capricorn, you're not going to lose it over vindictive people. You're not going to lose it over some dum-dums in your life, because they're jealous of money, they're jealous of whatever they're jealous of. It's like over and out for me, because everything is lining up for you, is getting ready for you. And it's not the hard work that you put in, it's because you deserve it. You've gone through like whatever challenges you had to get through, and now it's time to step back and be the observer of these crazy people. Like, to allow them to like stumble and make their own mistakes. It's not for you to take this on. Actually, this energy. Anyways, go on an adventure. Today is the day to do something daring. Daring doesn't mean going to this person and like approaching them and attacking them. No, go on an adventure. Go fucking have fun. Let all these people be jealous. Let all these people talk behind your back. Because that's their energy, right? That is on them. To me, I always like look at people. I'm like, you can talk shit all you want behind my back, on top of me, or under me, or whatever you want, because the universe is listening to you. Do what you want to do, right? And meanwhile, Capricorn will say, yeah, do what you want to do, because I'm going to go skydiving. I'm going to go to the beach, and I'm going to go road tripping, and I'm going to go have fun in my life. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to go skydiving and think about you while you're talking shit behind me. I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to pay any attention to you because I don't want to put my energy there. Truth transcends illusion, which is exactly this. Oh my God, this is all showing up here. If you're being truthful, if you're being honest with yourself and with other people, if you're not bullshitting yourself, then you have nothing to worry about, Capricorn. You can revel in all this beautiful energy coming towards you. This person around you, whoever that is, let them be whatever they are. Love them. Don't hate on them, because you hating on them is bringing shitty energy too. You don't have to love them. You have to understand. You just have to like understand what, like they have their own pain in their world and they have their own things in their world, but it's not for you to attach any of this energy to. Dragonfly is like separating yourself from the clan, from the matrix, and letting go and releasing yourself and flying towards the Nine of Cups, happiness, abundance, fulfillment. Slow and steady wins the race. Turtle spirit, which is a Virgo energy of Knight of Pentacles, 1000%. It kind of brings back this Hangman energy. It's like step back. I'm never usually very confirmational and certain about things, but I really feel like this is it for Capricorn. There is definitely someone jealous around you, someone who doesn't who has it in for you. Your best revenge, or your best response, not revenge, your best response is to kill them with kindness, is to step back and let them kill themselves, kind of thing, right? Let them do their like dirty work, because any dirty work always shows up anyways. It's not for you to put your feet in it, your hands in it, nothing. Don't talk shit about them behind their back. I'm telling you, Capricorn, it's really important that you listen to this, because it will come back to you in one way, shape, or form. Be honest. Just let people be. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, take your energy and go on an adventure. Take your energy and treat yourself to love. Take this energy and do what you need to do. Whatever this like angry energy here is, it's not for yours to take on. To me, you have something amazing coming your way, like money or stability or financial. I know it's much more than that. It's also love, and like something great is coming your way, and this energy has no weight on your shoulders. Don't even pay attention to it. It's time for you to take steps back and fully enjoy your life. Revel in your lives. Don't put your energy anywhere else, because everything is coming for you in a great way. So I'm going to give you one last message. Solar powered. Solar powered is like you are protected from the sun. The sun is taking care of you, right? And also we are in solar power mode right now. Smile, be optimistic, shine your freaking light. Show them how powerful you are. Keep that energy up. But also if the Five of Swords is here and it's like this feeling, if you're feeling a little constricted or something, go out into the sun or get some like solar energy within you. I don't know how you can do that. I'm trying to think if there's any other way you can get sun in it. Wear yellow, 100%. I was told that by a tarot reader many years ago. Wear yellow to feel the sun. Carry a golden healer quartz around with you, a citron, a yellow stone. I just feel like that is very important for you right now. To keep your energy up, because greatness is coming towards you, And I do feel like there is you're a target for someone around you, and you need to just not put your attention on that. Let them kind of drown in their own thing and learn their own lesson. All right, Capricorn, this is deep. This is great, though. I love it. I feel such lightness coming your way, even though there's that little glitch. But stay back, observe, love the energies coming in. All right, my beautifuls, I love you so much. Check your rising and your moon for the messages, and also like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. And check out all my new podcasts and my new Let's Talks. It's all on this channel, and also I'm going to be putting it on Facebook too, so it's going to be fun. All right, love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We have Chaos and Conflict, number 33. So this is like a tower card. Like, I'll show you it. It's a zebra or oh yeah, it is a zebra covered with another animal skin. So he's confused. He's like, what's going on? Where are my stripes? There's a feeling of collapse here. I feel like some of you are in full confrontation mode with people in your lives that is just not working out. You're just like, it's very uncomfortable for you right now. There is something collapsing, whether it's your job, whether it's your project you've been working on, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's like something collapsing within you, your old version of self trying to hang on, and you're like, no man, I can't do this anymore. I cannot be this person anymore. It's like, I just said that to Sagittarius. It's like so challenging because everyone's holding on to this old version. You can't do this anymore, and anyways, so that's what's happening here. But this is a beautiful card to me, because to me it's like it has to collapse so that you can build anew. We need to say goodbye to it. We need to like let it all come up, and for you to scream at it and hate it and whatever and love it at the same time, and then release it. So let's see what is coming up for you. There's old energies maybe coming up too. Who knows? The Hierophant is a Taurus card. Interestingly enough, the Hierophant is traditions, old values, limited belief systems. That's what's, this is a religion, faith, old ways of looking at, I said values, right? Old ways of looking at the generational things, like people, generational baggage, people telling you, well, this is how it's done in this family, this is how it's done in this city, this is how it's done, and you like going, what the frick? I can't do this anymore. It's like the conventionality of life. You're like, this is throat chakra. Expression, you feeling stifled, you can't express yourself, you can't talk because you're going to just get shut down, like by your father, by your mother, by your grandparents. Like, you don't know anything, you don't know what you're talking about. Your husband, your wife, like your friends around you, they're feeling the shift, and you're feeling it strongly too. But everyone else wants to live still in their comfortable discomforts, right? They're comfortable uncomfortable. They still want to live in their fear places, and the Hierophant is kind of that. Yeah, we're gonna stay there. I only say that because it's the bishop. It's the cardinal, it's the pope in the Rider-Waite, the original, and that's like freaking structured, disgusting, right? So, the Hierophant shows up differently for me in all places, but it's like a Taurus energy, which is, they hold on, Taurus and Aquarius. Oh, it's like, but this energy to me feels restrictive to you. Like, you're like, no man, I can't be part of the old guard anymore. I gotta make these changes. The Strength card in reverse is a Leo energy. You see, like, this is the courage, the bravery inside you, and you're kind of like, wow, man, this is interesting. I love it. Like you're lost a little bit of your confidence. Your self-esteem is a little bit down. You're like conflicted. You're fully conflicted here, Aquarius. Because a lot of you maybe wants to stay in the old guard. A lot of you is like, okay, well, I don't want to disappoint my parents. I don't want to disappoint my husband, my wife, my partners, my friends, my family, I don't want to disappoint my jobs and my and it's like, and the Leo's like, yo, who gives, you know, and you're like, yeah, but wow. You're like conflicted with yourself. People, this is great. This is great. Because death is here, and that's your challenge. Change is your challenge, so you're fearing change. And it's like, no, of course not, I'm not. I'm Aquarius. And you're like, it's okay, because Aquarius, you're a fixed sign. Taurus is, oh, look at this. Taurus is, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Taurus is a fixed sign. Leo is a fixed sign. And Scorpio is a fixed sign. And they're all here, showing up. So you got help from all your fixed signs here. The fixed sign, okay, I'm gonna, little short thing, astrology is cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal are the initiators, and fixed signs, which is all these 4 signs that I've just talked. I can't even talk. I've just mentioned. That's the word I'm saying. They are the ones who take these ideas and then they run with it. We're the ones who go for it, right? I'm a Taurus. We're the ones that we like put everything into place. But here, and we're grounded. Our feet are on the ground. Even you're Aquarius, even though you're an air sign, you're more grounded than Libra and Gemini. Yeah, I know. I can hear you saying it. Okay. Although I think Libra feels grounded too, but in the sense that you have, you're more like opinionated, right? You have more of a stance. Like your truth is very strong for you. But here you're wavering, like, and it's so uncomfortable for you. There's something around you that is creating imbalance in your life, and you're a little scared to walk away from it. And it's killing you inside. It's killing you inside because you just want to break free. And a part of you, and it has to do with the fundamentals of life, the Hierophant. It has to do with the structures of your life, the pillars, the relationship, your job and career, projects, everything, your family, your views on the world, right? Your religion, your culture, your belief systems, your value systems. All of that is coming up here for you to face, and that's what's coming up. You're like, oh my God, I'm needing to fully release myself from this. I see it and I cannot. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful because, like I said, Saggy had this and so did Aries, and there's a lot of this holding on to this old you, this whole old system of beliefs, this old way of, you don't want to disappoint the people around you, and sometimes you don't give a shit about them, but now you do. And it's killing you, actually, because you're killing all of this. It's kind of pigeonholing you, and it's almost like you're being cornered into a box and you're staying there. It's like one after another kind of thing, and you're unable to get out of it because something else comes in and says, oh no, like, wow. Okay, one second. Let me check this. This is like, oh my God, this card. Oh my God, you have the Tower card. Okay, dude, this is freaking huge, Aquarius. You are, never mind, you are being propelled into chaos right now. And it might feel like that for you, and stay strong in it, because the chaos is here because it can no longer live inside you anymore. It's like, no man, Aquarius, we need you fully out of this box because it's not working. This is not how we're supposed to move forward, by an Aquarian staying in a box. An Aquarian feeling bad for another person, how they feel, and how, you know, like, it's not that you're such a, like, a rotten, you're not rotten people, right? That you don't care about other people, but you also make decisions in your life that are for you and right for you. And other signs might look at you and say, well, that's so selfish, and but you're doing it for humanity. In the end, you're doing it for the planet, even though you don't know that, but you are. And to me, you're holding on, and the universe and your higher self is like, enough. You cannot, this is not how we can move forward. We cannot move forward together like this, Aquarius. You need to release. You are afraid of change. You're afraid of being, like, you're afraid. And the universe is like, I need to bring in something super chaotic. I need things to collapse around you. I need you to face something that's going to be, it's not devastating. It's not going to be like, it's not like, it doesn't have to be actual death, but it's something that's like, we need you moving fast, because you're intentionally holding yourself back, and you're slowly becoming insecure. You're slowly becoming indecisive. You're slowly like, oh, you're not knowing how to move anymore. You know, you're the freaking Aquarian, right? You're the revolutionary. You are a rebel. So let's see the advice card. This is like, I would love to do this for like 3 hours here on this cards. A time to remember. Look back on your childhood, but I think a time to remember is a time to remember who you are. Do you remember? Maybe you've forgotten who you are. You are a soul. You're a star living in a body, having a human experience. You've forgotten who you are. It's time to remember your childhood. Time to remember that rebel that you were when you were a kid. Remember that, like, the one who didn't care about what their parents were saying to them and still snuck out the window. Remember that one? What happened to that one? Remember the one that you would say things and people would look at you and like, what is she talking about? What is he saying? So let's bring this one out again. Because the one that's stuck here, or the one that snuck out and didn't tell the parents anything and no one knew how, like, sneaky you were, right? So to me, that's what's coming up. It's like, come on, we need you back here. We need you not tiptoeing around people and not, like, being afraid of, like, and not resisting the changes in the world, and resisting this. This is like, you're holding on to, like, traditions and crapola that doesn't mean anything. Co-create with spirit, people. Like, the spirit is telling you, this is it. We need you. We need to be working together. Time to let go. I mean, it's all in the cards. I really, truly feel this for you, Aquarius. That I don't know if it's going to happen now, if it's already happened in your life, but I do feel like it could feel volcanic in your life. It could feel like, oh my God, what the frick is going on? Like, things are going to start to change big time within your relationships, with your jobs, with your family, with your life, with everything. And either you're aware of it or you're not. This is a time for you to, I'm going to keep you in the awareness of it, but things are starting to move and shake, because it can no longer work with you being stuck in old traditions and old belief systems and all of this. We need to let you go. We need you to start to co-create with spirit, co-create with your higher self again, because there's integrations happening, and get ready for massive change. It's coming your way. And if you already know where it's going to come from, maybe you can start the change already. Right? I truly, truly believe here that there is, like, some of you know, maybe you need to move out, maybe you need to move to another country, maybe you need to change the way you're living, change your friends, like, move into something else. But there's something that is nudging you. I think that the nudge is going to be massive. It's going to be like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do. Aquarius, this is huge and I love it. And I'm excited for you. I'm freaking excited for you. Okay. What's the next message for Aquarius, please? Woot woot. I love it. Baggage be gone. Totally love it. It's time to party. It's time to freaking release. It's time to get yourself with this armor. You have armor on you. You have someone else's skin on you. Like your stripes are, they're like, what the frick? Why are you pretending to be someone else? Like, let's get out of here. We're not here to play safe. We're not here to be in a comfort zone. We're not here to play with everybody else's energies and everybody else's rules. We're here to be the rebel, the revolutionary, the king of swords, the queen of swords. So let's get on it. Time's a ticking. Let's do this, Aquarius. I'm rooting for you. If you need to like talk to me about this, let's get onto a call. Let's like freaking explore this, man, because this is huge for me. This is not only today, this is going to be happening more and more and more for you. So I love this energy. Wow, I feel it. It's explosive. All right. Check your rising and your moon. I don't know why, but if you want more messages, also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And check out my video. I got podcasts. I got some Let's Talk. And this is freaking phenomenal. Let's get on this. See, even they think so. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got a change in the wind. We have a zebra with a steeple, like a church on top of him, and there's like a breeze. Here, I'll show it to you. I find this really cool because Aquarius is right before you, and I can't get the card, but it was the chaos and conflict right before. You know, the chaos was like he had a different skin on. He was trying to break free to get his stars and stripes, his black, white stripes. And now he's free of that skin. And he's ready for the next change. He's ready for this next move in his life. He's ready for this next step. It was uncomfortable. He's still carrying a heavy load on his back. He's still carrying, I like the fact that it's a church steeple because it's still carrying the limited values, the limited belief systems that we were trying to get out of in Aquarius, still carrying some of that. So let's see what's going on with you here. We have the Two of Coins, which is the Two of Pentacles, which is the Capricorn energy. Then we have the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have Challenge is the Ace of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, love. And we have the Hermit, Virgo. So let's look at these cards together. The Two of Coins, as you can see, there's a, first of all, let's just look at this. In this, the Two of Coins is like, there's that scale, so it's balance. And then there's the moon and the sun, which is kind of the balance. Divine masculine, divine feminine, and balance. Interesting. So the Two of Coins is like you're at a crossroads in your life and you either go A or B, or yay or nay, or left or right or whatever. Either way is the right way for you. It's not like, oh, if you go right, then, you know, that's this kind of energy here. The Two of Coins is you're at a place in your life where you have full support, you're fully grounded, you're feeling stable in your life. And you know that there's a huge, you know that you need to make a big decision in your life. You know that in order to get yourself out of this ordinariness or this discomfort that you're feeling, you have to make a decision. Wow, okay, interesting. And the Page of Swords, with his sword in his hand here, saying yes. And you got to make it fast. No more cutting corners, right? The Page of Swords is this energy of starting fresh. Oh, you know what? I kind of like this. Because here I told you in Facebook and Instagram that there's this part of you right now. Because a lot of what we've been seeing for the past months now is that, is that you have there's a lot of discomfort within your relationships, which is still showing up here. A lot of discomfort in the relationship, and it's time to make amends in it, or it's time to cut away. Get like really fully step back and really put these two paths in front of you and say, okay, either we mend this relationship, but we have to make it completely new. We cannot sit in this old relationship anymore. It cannot be the old way anymore. It has to be completely new. Or, and I'm talking relationship, but it could be your job, it could your career, it could be like, either I stay on or I go. And if I stay on, we have to change everything. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you're in a place in your life where you cannot stay with the status quo of before. You cannot remain in an old energy. And like I said to everybody, Aquarius got the same, Sagittarius got the same energy, Leo, everybody's getting the same energy, Aries. There's a Sagittarius, I said it. There's a feeling here of the choices will be shown to you, Pisces. Now, the Page of Swords could be your children asking you to, like, can you please leave? Can you please leave? Like, or it could be, you could be the parents and your children saying, come on. Or it could be like younger people coming into your workplace and almost forcing you out because you're stuck in an old, right? Or it's not even that it's not their fault either. It's just like you stepping it up here, you making these big changes. The Page of Wands, the Page of Swords is about communication. It's about getting clear, about keeping up with the changes of the world, keeping up to date with everything. This is the change that's happening. I feel like what's happening with you, Pisces, right now is you're being like pushed and tousled around because you're holding on to old limited belief systems. You're holding on to narratives in the matrix. You're holding on to you're holding on to your old self, the old relationship that you had, the old. And when I say old, it's not like a bad thing. It's like, but your relationship it's not working, and you're still holding on to it. You're still attaching to something that it's just not working. You're needing to update. You're needing to make changes. It's only going to make you unhappy if you remain. And sometimes some of you might have to go it alone. That's the Hermit. Some of you might have to completely break yourself off from everyone holding you down, holding you back, because you're ready for a new journey. You're ready for a new path. What I like about the Two of Coins showing up is that it's you giving a chance, an opportunity for the people in your life to come together and work things out. Like, there's actually that feeling here this week that you're actually saying, okay, and it's not that you're right and they're wrong, right, kind of thing, but it's about you right now, Pisces, and it's about you always giving in and always remaining in something that is uncomfortable or that's not satisfactory anymore in your life, that doesn't ignite a fire inside you. You just staying because that's the way it is, because it's just like mundane. And again, it's very structured, and it's like we're moving away from that. This page is speaking volumes to me in this whole reading, because he's holding up his sword of truth very close to him, and he's like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid that the sword can cut me and slice me open, because I trust. I trust my next steps, and I trust that I am not like everybody else, and I trust that what I'm going to express here is what I'm feeling deep inside in my mind and my heart and everything. And I'm ready. I'm ready for this change. I'm ready to move into something new. And I'm giving this opportunity to you, like he's looking, and here's this, he's giving it to put all your cards on the table in all your areas of your life. Are they balanced? Are they not balanced? Like, it's not forcing your belief systems on another person. It's not forcing your values. It's not forcing anything on anyone. It's like putting it out there and saying, okay, let's like look at all this. Why are we holding on to this? You know, and I feel like a lot of you might be holding on because you have children. And you think it's not good for them, but the Ace of Cups in reverse is your challenge. Is that you're it's affecting your relationship. Your relationship with self, your relationship with your partner, your relationship with your business, your colleagues, your just everything. This is even the self, your self here, your relationship with your kids, and it's like challenging you to see clearly. Like, you're fully emotional here. You're fully like sunk in, like you have no idea what to do. Almost, you're like not seeing clearly. And the Hermit is like, yes, you're not seeing clearly at all, Pisces. You are so stuck in this belief system. You're so stuck in this value system. You're so stuck in this old version of you that you're not able to see. And the change is coming, and it's going to swoop you off your feet. And it's going to swoop you and wobble you and create some like discomfort in your life if you don't stand in your truth, and if you don't like really do the work here. There's a feeling here that you're needing to do a lot of this work, putting everything on the table with your love relationships, with your families, with your friends, with your like not every single person, you know, wherever it feels unbalanced. Expression of truth, like speak up. Communication is necessary right now, because otherwise your relationships will suffer. And the Hermit is like, you know, sometimes you gotta do things alone. Sometimes you gotta be the leader in the dark. Sometimes you gotta make these very uncomfortable choices, like the Sage one does. Doesn't always make everybody happy, but change is here, and I'm ready to move. Are you ready to move with me? Are you wanting to stay in the old? And it's like the excuses of children and the excuses of we can't do this, and they're excuses because you're creating discord within your soul and within your partner's soul and within your friend's soul and your family, like everybody. It's like it's just everybody's contributing to this. And for what? And is it that important to you? To me, this is huge. This change, this heavy, this weight here is love. But it's like I said, family love, romantic love, friend love. It's like the essentials of life weighted on this zebra that's like ready for change. And it's like, oh, I'm like, I'm still carrying this, the burdens of this, and I don't know why. When all I just need to do is break away from it. And it doesn't mean you have to be permanently breaking away, but we need you, like for me, there's a feeling here of you having to take a lot of steps back to do some really soul searching here. Deep soul searching. For your children's sakes, for your relationship's sakes, for everything, to rebalance your life, to reprioritize your life again, to get this heavy weight off your back. And it could be religion, you know, faith. It could all be your culture. It could be traditions that you're holding on to. This, like these belief systems that have kept humanity like divided forever. And it's like releasing it to be free again, to be the Hermit again, and to start from scratch again, kind of thing. And I'm not, we can't all start from scratch here, but there's this feeling of like you're holding on. For what reasons are you holding on? And like I said to Aquarius, which was really impactful, is you can't hold on to the old anymore. It's just not working out. It's just, and And the more you attach and the more you hold on to that old way, the more you will move into chaos, because it needs to collapse. And that's what's happening in humanity right now, with humanity right now. And this is like one of the many forewarnings that we've had, and it's like, it's time to release, people. You don't want to be carrying this freaking steeple on your back forever in a day. So one last card for Pisces, which is super deep here. I know, it's like, okay, I don't know, like, ooh. The Page of Swords speaks of like, I like this. I want to show you these two. Baby steps. That's all it takes, is baby steps. You don't have to do things and like boom, if it's all over, but to actually take these steps back and to actually put things out there and communicate with your partners and your friends and your family and your colleagues, and just to like be able to fully express yourself is enough. And it's like, knock knock, knock knock. It's time to open that door. It's time to open that path for yourself. It's time for change. Change is coming. Are you going to stay in the claustrophobic room, or are you going to open the door and get ready for change? The change, like I don't know. I feel it's so strong too in the collective, and it's coming for you too. And there's like a part of you that knows. There's an inner light, there's an inner wisdom inside you that knows, and you can feel it. I'm sure a lot of you Pisces, because you're all intuitive, you can really feel it, that if I continue this and I continue the same path, I'm just going to be looping back again and again. I'm going to still be in that same fucking maze, right? I'm never going to find the exit. And it's time. It's time, and I don't know who this message is for, but it's time. It's time to knock the door down, kind of thing. Really open that door. Open the doors in your life. Like, the only way we get ready for change is if we are the change in the world. And you have it here, and it's like just finding balance. Like, it's not about you, like the Hermit says that you're going to be alone. It's not about you being alone. It's about you being the light in the world. It's like you like shining the light and saying, hey, we don't have to break up, but let's talk about these things. Let's like be open. You don't have to agree with everything I say, and I don't have to agree with everything you say, but can we find a happy medium? Because love rules at the end of the day. So that's what's coming up for me with you, Pisces. There's a feeling that you are, if you're constantly butting heads with everybody in your life, it's uncomfortable, and it's why. Like, either you walk away, or you discuss, or you talk. You know, like we come to terms with things. But some of you, I feel like you would be better off alone, and doing a lot of soul searching on your own. But that's not every single one of you. This is also just you being a light in this world, and showing people that, hey, sometimes I need to be contemplative and quiet, and this is the time, right? That's the time. I need to like look at things in different perspectives. So this is for you, my beautiful Pisces. I hope that this reaches whoever needed to reach. If not, check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also check out my Let's Talk. I'm talking about in this in-between world, and also my podcast. We're going to be doing chakras for the next few months. And let's explore a session together. Let's meet up. You know, like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, super thanks me if you can. I really appreciate all of you. I know that these times are a little tough on all of us. It's challenging moving through the densest of energies, but we're the light, and we're here to shine it, and we're here to be the examples. So do your best. All right, my beautiful Pisces, I love you. I'll see you next week.